Mic check, 1 2 1 2. How do we sound?
Viewer discretion advised.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Stereo Dread. We are Dezombified, and with me in the studio is the lovely and talented Dominican dandy, Miss Stereo.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome one, welcome all to Stereo Dread. And with me is the Puerto Rican Prince of Poetry, Kenny Dreadful.
Thank you so much for being here on this Wednesday, August the 7th. Thank you. We're going to have a great show tonight. With us is the Late Horror Show. They're in the his house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great interview.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel it in my bones, Miss Stereo. I just feel it in my bones.
Well, you know what? I'm loving that for you. I'm feeling it for you too.
Thank you. So what's going on, Miss Stereo? What we got in store for these lovely people today?
Well, as everybody knows, the Late Horror Show is here, just like you just said.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting. They do movie reviews and more on their show. And I love them. They're awesome. You know, we got a few news stories, if that's what you can call it, you know.
Yeah.
You know how we do. We find the strangest, funniest, weirdest stuff we can find that is willing to pass as news, and we just send it to you. So we do that too.
That's right. Also, if you don't mind, Miss Stereo, I'd like to let everybody know what's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have Timothy Rainer Lewington on, and on Friday we're gonna have Nightmare Files. Now I'm sorry to inform you, but Paul de Blasi III will not be able to make it on Friday. He had to cancel his interview, which is understandable because, you know, real life things happen. But next week we're gonna have the Mad Chatter. We're gonna have Madame Raven. Fingers crossed, we're gonna have Let's Read next week. And two other guests I can't think of right now because I just can't. But it's gonna be a good week next week, y'all.
That's
so
right.
That's what's up. Hey, hit Twitter and hit Facebook, hit all your social media, and let everybody know that Stereo Dread is on, and with us tonight is the Late Horror Show. But real quick, I want to give some roll calls to my peoples.
It's at the top, honey.
We got Philia Noctis, everybody. Philia Noctis. She's in the his house. We also have, as we all know, the Late Horror Show. They're in the his house. We also have Philip Blair, everybody. Philip Blair. He's in the his house. Anthony Shouse, everybody. Anthony Shouse is in the his house. We also have Timothy Duran. He will be with us tomorrow. He's in the his house. The great band Sheba, everybody. The great band Sheba. She's in the his house. You gotta scroll, boo. Unless you give me the mouse. Thank you,
it's
honey.
There.
All right. Fantastic. Let's scroll down and see who else is with us. Don Sharp, everybody. Don Sharp is in the his house. That is what's up. Hey, everybody. Make sure you eat your vegetables and wash behind your ears because the Swedish mom is in the his house. Thank you, Swedish mom. You know something? I really enjoy saying this name because it's AK Phoenix, everybody. AK Phoenix. She's in the his house. The lovely and sexy Nina Love, everybody. Nina Love is in the his house. Thank you, Nina Love. We also have Josie here. Kitty. She's in the his house. Knock, knock, Miss Stereo.
Who's there?
MD.
MD who?
MD Who Entertainment. They're into his house. Oh yeah, baby. I think we're all caught up.
Oh my goodness, are we?
Oh yeah, that was a roll call.
Yes, it was.
And
I
we
loved
are
it.
done.
I loved that roll call. That was dope. Oh my God. Let's see here. So shall we jump into it, honey? Shall we jump into the news?
Yeah.
Or whatever that's called.
Let's do it.
Oh, okay, great. Let me just open up this browser so that everybody can see. Let's share our screen, shall we?
Let's do it, mama. Let's
All
do it, mamacita.
So,
you want to do it? Go ahead.
Nah, you
All
do
right,
it. 'Cause
well,
I'm-
rotten zombie Skittles are new, utterly repulsive flavor, cunningly disguised in packs. The new flavor are also said to taste different to each person. How is that even possible? It's gonna taste different to each person. Oh boy, this is gonna be something, y'all.
Indeed.
We won't say Halloween is just around the corner because it isn't. Plus, once you start, what does that say? Bandying?
Hold on, let me put on
Bandying.
my
That sentiment around. You open the floodgates for talk about Christmas in August, and no one wants that. What we will say is Halloween merchandise is just around the corner, and Mars Incorporated is leading the way with a new, utterly disgusting flavor of Skittles called Zombie Skittles. These limited edition sweets come in a packet of 6 flavors. 5 taste like fruit, but there's one rogue flavor which the brand claim will churn your stomach. Hashtag Dare the Rainbow. That's what it says right here.
It sounds a lot like that other thing. Remember Bamboozle, Bean Boozle? That's what that sounds like.
That was so nasty.
We played that with our kids.
We played it and it was terrible.
You know what? I was lucky. I didn't get not even one bad one. You remember that, baby? Y'all were all like, you cheating.
Yeah,
No, how
you
can I
lucked out.
possibly know? Yeah, I got really lucky.
Lady Luck was on her side, everybody.
Oh, man. Let me see here. No, that's really funny. I love it. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I'm looking to see. There goes another picture. I like looking at the pictures. Yep, that's what it's going to taste like. The bad one is going to taste like that.
Like a corpse? Ew.
Rotting flesh.
Rotting flesh.
That's
nasty.
allegedly that's what I heard. I mean, I don't know. Some people, these guys are nuts.
I could see the challenges already. Oh boy.
I can only imagine. Okay, let's go to the next one, shall we? No? Okay. All right. So instead of going to the next news story, we're gonna go to the Z Horde anthem.
Yeah, let's do it.
For those who don't know what the Z Horde anthem is and are new here, the Z Horde anthem is basically our love song to our supporters. We have some fellow creators and other creators that we have collaborated with, as well as some of our Z Horde members, our beautiful supporters, and we took a lot of them and put it in. We didn't. He did. He's a rapper, and put it into a rap song. So enjoy the Z Horde anthem, and then when we come back, we'll say one more news story, so that our guests can hop in the call, in the hangouts, while we are talking about that next story we're going to talk about. But first, here's the anthem. This one goes out to all you Dezomba friends, the Z Horde. We want you to know just how much we love you.
Shout out to Ophelia Noctis, creepy clown girl, dark carnival got this. A local nightmare, it's so amazing. Puerto Rican Jose's entertaining. Dark waters, dog man is twisted. Nation 1994, really gifted. Dustin Flemings, stronger than the rock. Hellfire's out here making everything hot. Yeah. Rate him 23 or 5 is a G. We're kryptonites down, kid, he's family. Now there are times when we all need gore. Danny Martians in the house, never know what's in store. Mandy Mortem is legit and a queen. Gothic Rose enchanting, she's on the scene. 13 past midnight, things that go bump in the night. Gory B, horror addicts are out of sight. Big ups to the late horror show. Emily's Adventures in Horrorland, here we go. And you know we gotta keep them dice rolling. MD Who Entertainment, she's been chosen. Give it up for the evil outcast. Swedish mom is dope, yo, you know she got class. So if you get bad vibes from storytelling, then these monsters in my mind will leave you yelling. You see, we all about hearing stranger stories on the creeps. So sweet, she really got love for me. Penny tails up, narrating for the win. Queenie Todd, they amazing, but real dark and grim. Dementor centaurs, flickathon, swamp dwellers. Scolded 22, they be our fellas. Anime Atome, time he lives. A fantastic panic, deep paranormal history, great graphics. What's up, Bullet Greedier? I meant CP. I'm gonna guess so bent with nefarious TV. Slumberies are the morbid, truly salmon. And we can never forget about Karen. 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 Karen.
Hey everybody, we are back and we hope that you truly enjoyed the Z Horde Anthem. Yo, we got a couple of shout outs to do. I see Spaz man. 500 is in the his house.
Yeah.
What is up, Spaz man? Who else is in here? I know I missed somebody. Oh, Shite Kicker TV. He's in the his house. What is up? I already said that one, boo. She's just pointing out the names to me on the screen.
Yeah, the ones that don't seem familiar. Already. So we should be good. I think.
So we good?
I think so. But you know what, baby?
But AK Phoenix, shout out to you. She says that she feels a lot better after 130 milligrams of, and then 2 ibuprofens and an icy hot patch. So that's awesome. Good.
Looks like you found your cocktail, girl. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
When you find it, that's what I call it. When I find my cocktail, that sweet spot of exactly
what you need. Yeah.
What I need. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But you know what?
Nobody should have to suffer through pain.
No, absolutely not. And I totally understand you.
Roll call. We got Promethean Dude in the his house.
Welcome, Prom.
What is going
Promethean
on,
Dude is awesome. If you need to know all things Discord, go to him.
All right, let's jump into the story.
Okay. Well, we're going to jump into a story and let our guest have some time to come on and jump into the call whenever he's ready while we talk about this funny story that we found online. A man eats a whole bar of laxative chocolate to his wife's amusement. A woman has shared the hilarious story of what happened when her husband ate an entire bar of laxative chocolate. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, let me be a professional here. If you need a good chuckle today, then boy, have we got a story for you. A woman has taken to social media to share the hilarious tale of her husband accidentally eating a whole bar of a rather unusual chocolate. and while that may not sound particularly funny, you should know the chocolate was filled with laxatives, 12 doses of the stuff to be precise.
Oh my. Dang. 12 doses. Oh man. That sounds like you're
dehydration.
You're crossing that line into the Montezuma's revenge area. Explosiveness area. Like, wow, 12?
That's exploding.
That's
diarrhea.
Beyond, yeah. Oh, God.
Author Abby Jimenez from Minnesota revealed all with permission from her partner on her Facebook page. And the hilarious post has since gone viral with more than 144,000 likes and over 172,000 shares. There's the culprit, ladies and gentlemen. He just couldn't resist. He loves chocolate. OMG.
Oh, man. That's too much. That is too much.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, that is hilarious. How did he... Can he not read? It says X-Lax on it.
Maybe he didn't have his spectacles. So he made a spectacle of himself in the bathroom.
I think his butthole made a spectacle of it.
Burning hot, baby.
Hunk of burning love. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, I would have loved to have not to have been there. I don't know if I would have wanted to be there. But I mean, just his face, seeing his face and his wife laughing. Oh my God. He bit off a little more than he can chew, that's for sure.
Oh, badoom boom. Oh, yeah.
Baby, we have a roll call.
Oh, boy. Anthropomantic fiend. Everybody. He's into his house. Demented maniac.
Whoop, whoop.
Is into his house. What
Welcome,
is up,
D. We
Demented
missed
Maniac?
you.
Yeah, we did.
That's right.
Hope you're feeling better, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
You know I love you, bro.
Well, now that we're done with that juicy story, why don't we bring on our guest, honey?
Stinky story. Yeah, let's do it. So everybody up in here, give some hand clapping emojis, please, for the Late Late Horror Show.
Hey, bro. How you doing, bro?
That candy bar, man, it goes in solid and comes out liquid.
Many times over.
I wonder if that couple's still together. Anyways, thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, we appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Oh, my
No
God, that's
problem.
awesome.
So I have to ask, the name, the Late Late Horror Show. How did you come up with that?
Oh, jeez. We've been on YouTube for 4 years. The first 2 years, I was the Little Monsters Movie Podcast. So then we changed it. So just like the name, I guess. I don't know. It was one of those things we just came up with really quick. I should have thought a little harder on it. But, I mean, it's a good name, I guess. But
Yeah, I like it. It reminds me of the Late Late Show or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old school kind of guy, so it's kind of a throwback to when you only had ABC, NBC, CBS, and it was the Late Show, the Late Late Show, and and me and Ted, we used to watch a lot of the horror hosts and stuff like that. So it's kind of where it came from. There you go, simple story.
That does make a lot of sense to me. That's initially what I thought, but we didn't want to assume.
Hey, the way we got into this thing is just really odd to begin with, but whatever.
Hey, I'm feeling that hat. Tell me about the hat.
It's a pimp hat, man. I gotta roll up my clowns that I got. There's a horde of them over there. You stay over there.
Nice.
But no, it's something I just put on one day during a stream, and I've been using it ever since. It's just part of me now. I can't take it off.
That's fantastic. I like it, bro.
I like it too.
Thanks, man.
I think it's cool. It's funny.
It's fun.
So I see you have a lot of memorabilia, collectibles. How many pieces do you have?
How many pieces do
Yeah.
I have?
Yeah.
I have tons of toys, comics, cards, collectibles. I've been collecting since I was a kid. I've kept everything. So there's a little portion that you see on my set. There's posters in the background. Anything you can fit into your little video camera, I try to do. But man, there's boxes and boxes of stuff. I just love it. I've always been, that kind of person who goes to a thrift store. I see a little box of toys, I'm going to grab them, So, it's just, I thought it would be cool. We've come a long way from our early videos to where we had like nothing, and then we had an action figure, and then I added a few more, and then we got this. So, yeah.
There's a lot of pieces I've seen that I'm really feeling, man. Like your collection, like people, you need to go watch one of those episodes because he has amazing pieces, man. And it's like you gotta look really close because some of them are smaller than the other ones, and they get lost in there. So it's like, where's Waldo? You gotta find a certain.
Oh, and every now and then I kind of goof around and hide little things and behind somebody or something like that. So it's just my little fun game.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That's something I would have thought of. That's awesome. That shit is, excuse my language, it's fly, man. It's fly. It's real fly.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
So, Mysterio, ask a question, boo.
Well, I know that your channel is mostly movie reviews, right? And mainly, from what I gather, it's horror, correct? And sci-fi, stuff like that?
Yeah, we started off, just saying, because I technically found YouTube in the horror community, and believe it or not, 4 years ago is when I discovered YouTube.
Really?
And that's when I found, I was late to the show, and I met. Were you? Yeah. To YouTube, actually finding it, because I didn't even know YouTube existed 5 years ago.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Yeah. I meant like actually getting on YouTube and doing stuff.
No, he means actually finding out about YouTube.
Oh, wow. Well, I only found out like what? We're in 2019, 2005, so about 12, 13 years ago, something like that. Not even that long.
But
continue. Well, that's long to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you just found out about it 4 years ago.
Yeah, and me and my buddy, we've been friends for like 20 years, and we love talking movies. Not necessarily horror all the time. That's technically not our favorite genre. We like comedy and older stuff. But we decided to go, right into horror movies. And our first episode was Island of Lost Souls. And we basically just took our iPad, turned it upside down so it was at a black screen, and just started talking about the movie. And that's how I did my first video. I mean, it's as simple as that. And from there, we've gotten better to the point, to where I can run all this other crap and stuff, to make it look pretty and everything else. But pretty much we just sit in front of my table with all my toys, talk about a movie every week, and we just hit record, and we'll just talk for an hour or so, and on the fly. So you get what you get with us. Every now and then I'm banned for 3 months. I can't go live because of one little copyright thing. But when I do go live again, I got trivia nights planned where I do, a different horror movie and trivia, and add up the points afterwards and stuff like that. So, I mean, we do a little bit of everything on the show. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Let me ask you, where's your partner in crime at?
Oh God, we both got families, so he's on vacay right now, and
oh wow, nice.
yeah. When you got families, we meet up once a week every Tuesday, and we record our show, and everything else I do on my own. So,
something, I wanted to.
Oh God,
I wanted to initially do that because I was like a caged child, right? And I was alone. All I had was video games and movies and stuff like that. So I really got into the movies, and I wanted to do that too, like just review movies as a channel. But I kind of figured, it's probably like a really, crowded space per se. I thought, and I was like, I don't know. Do you feel it's a crowded space, or that it's it's growing like exponentially? I would say.
Yeah, you know what's going on. I mean, YouTube to begin with is a very complicated platform. It's hard to get out there. I think you're going about it a little different way, which is kind of unique, and I kind of dig it because it's different than anything else I've seen in the 4 years, really. It's kind of like a radio show kind of thing, and a little bit of something else. I don't know, but YouTube, man, it's like, let's take me for example in our channel. I don't mind even saying it. We just went over 5,000 subscribers.
All right, but, congratulations, bro.
Calm down. I mean, we could say it's great, but my last video, which our last exactly, you can have all the freaking subscribers in the world, and if you're not, oh boy, if you're not, the Chris Stuckmans or in between or something like that, those people lose interest very quickly. So you see all these subscribers, but they're not either on the platform anymore, looking at stuff, or they just are lost in the crowd because, like I said, my video, and you can see the statistics on anybody's video. There's people with 60,000 subscribers, they get 1,000 views on a video. It's like, come on, that's way off. You know what I mean? So our last video we did, The Fly, last week, with the 1971 with Jeff Goldblum, and one of our better shows in a long time, and right now we're sitting at 130 views on that. So
oh man,
oh no, hey Z-Horde, we need to fix that, Z-Horde.
Mighty Z-Horde, mighty
Z-Horde, that's right. We need to fix that. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our guest. If you like his content, of course. We're not trying to be that type of channel,
Exactly.
Wink, wink.
That channel.
But
I can tell you too that honestly, guys, we're settled where we do this for fun. No matter what, me and Ted are going to get together every week, okay, and talk about movies. If I know that there's people who, it may be a few, but are there every week who watch from beginning to end. We get them through pain that they're going through. There's people in military bases and in like the Philippines, places like that say, hey man, me and the guys sat down to your last show. We love it because we're also a podcast. So you can find us on iTunes, everything else. And technically we do better on iTunes than I do on YouTube at this point. But so it's kind of funny. But you know what? That's what gets us through. How we don't grow big. Like, another thing too, man, is we got a family. So I can't sit there for 5 hours and edit a freaking video, to the best of my ability, because I got to get kids off to school and this and that. And you know how it goes.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Yeah, we got two boys too. So.
But hold on.
So you find out an
I'm sorry, I gotta do a roll call real quick because
Go ahead, man.
Like I tell my fans, we just take care of this place because this is actually their place, and we're just maintaining it for them.
That's right.
And if I don't give them their proper respect and say hey to as many as I can, then what kind of it wouldn't be right. So real quick, Lewis Witt, that boy ain't right. It's under his house. We got Mandy Mortem, everybody. Mandy Mortem. She's under his house. That is what's up, everybody. Let's see. Anybody else I missed? I hate missing my friends. I do not like it.
That's why it's so important to us to interact with our audience outside of YouTube.
Oh, yes.
We made sure you did. Who did you miss, baby?
Jess!
Hi, Jess!
Jess is in his house.
Welcome, Jess.
Welcome, Jess. we have with us, Jess, if you didn't know, the Late Late Horror Show. I see Christine Baker, everybody. Christine Baker. She's in his house.
Awesome.
Indeed. All right, I think we're straight now. Thank you so much for being so courteous and allowing us to say hi to our friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but what I was trying to tell you before is that this is why it's so important to keep in contact with our audience outside of YouTube. Like, we have a Discord, they can come on there, we could talk, we all chill, hang out, we have laughs and sometimes some tears as well. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
on
so
Discord,
yeah, we get close, we
but
get
you
real
heard what he
great.
said? He said he does better on iTunes.
Yeah, we got to talk about that later.
So
by
I
the
want to
way.
get back to that because I asked him if he feels that these the movie review genre is like, getting crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, 100%. Here, I'll get to that real quick, but somebody did ask, like, what horror host I used to watch. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio here, and there were a couple of people growing up, like, of course, Elvira, but there were local hosts, like, there was a guy called Superhost who would, do afternoon shows, and there was also Big Chuck and Little John, and you could find their stuff on YouTube too. But it was a little guy, Little John, and Big Chuck, and they were Polish, and they always made fun of each other, a bunch of Polak jokes, and they're Polish. So funny stuff, and those are primarily what I grew up on and stuff like that. So just to answer that question real quick in there. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me, but I'm an open book.
Yeah. I might have missed it, but did you say Svengoolie? By any chance, did you watch
He didn't
Svengoolie?
say Svengoolie.
I used to watch that.
No,
He's still on now.
he is. He's a little later.
I didn't know that.
He's still doing stuff.
You know who I used to watch though? That guy, Bob Briggs, Billy Bob Briggs.
Yeah,
Joe
Billy
Bob.
Bob Briggs.
No, I think it was Joe Bob Briggs.
Joe Bob.
Yeah, on TNT.
Yeah, Joe Bob Briggs. Yeah.
I used to watch
He's
that guy.
better right now. So.
I used to watch that guy. He was pretty cool.
I go a little farther back than you guys do.
You know something? My oldest brother put me on to something called Chiller Theater, with like a hand that comes out. It's like Chiller Theater. I don't know how it goes, but that was pretty cool. Like, I see that back in the day, horror was also big. But doing some like research and stuff and watching the older movies and stuff, like, I've noticed that once it gets into the 80s, that's when it really like took off and got crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, music and horror movies took off in the 80s big time, and that's why it's the greatest decade ever, in my opinion. But because there was a lot of experimenting going on in the 80s, you know what I mean, music-wise and film-wise,
and socially.
Socially, yeah.
Gave
everybody the ability to like tinker, and that's why we got such great stuff that came out then. But yeah, I mean, you guys got to. I'm bouncing all over the place. You were talking about old school stuff. There's also old time radio shows that are like Inner Sanctum and some of the old stuff that I love listening to every night. I pop some of that stuff on. Really cool stuff.
I'm gonna tell you if you don't mind. I'm gonna tell you how I got into horror. So I looked up to my oldest brother, because he was a bad hombre, you see. And my dad, he bounced. He left when I was like maybe 2 or something. So my oldest brother, was kind of like a father figure.
Same here, 4, man.
So if he was doing kung fu and karate, I wanted to do kung fu and karate. If he was playing electric guitar, I wanted to play electric guitar. You know what I mean? So he was into horror and the scary movies. Now, I'm not gonna lie. At first, as a young boy, I was kind of hesitant because just by some of the commercials or trailers, I was like, "Wait, you want to see that?" Like, you see? Okay, I was like, "Wait a minute, I don't know if I'm ready for that." And I remember joking around saying, "Oh, just in case, let me have a bucket in case I need to puke." because it was supposed to be like this, it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, actually, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, so you want me to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, huh? And I know it's gory and stuff, but yeah, that's how I got into it. Like,
how old were you?
Oh man, I must have been like 7, maybe, I don't know, like 10, maybe 8. I don't know, something like that. I can't really recall.
Okay.
Something like that. But yeah, he loved all those movies and stuff. He had like a lot of DVDs and VHSs and Betamax tapes. He was always into like that tech stuff, like having mixers and turntables and huge speakers. I guess that's why I like, all those things too. But how did you get into horror though?
Oh God! Again, yeah, I think nostalgia, just something I grew up with in my family. I got my grandmother had 13 kids. My mom had 7. Most of my uncles loved horror movies. So when they went to the drive-in theater, which they went to a lot, I would come along, and I would be like 6, 7 years old. I remember seeing The Exorcist at the drive-in theater as a 6-year-old. So, I mean, can you imagine that? And not only that, but my one uncle he had this thing to where he passed out at these movies and scared the living daylights out of me. Linda Blair on the screen, throwing up in the priest's face. And my uncle says, I gotta get out of here. He goes out of the car, falls down on the gravel in the drive-in theater. And everybody freaks out and starts running because all my aunts were those type of women. I come from an Italian family where, all the women scream. I don't know. It's just something with that. But oh my God, look what's going on. We got to get help. And they're screaming at the top of their lungs.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a little scarred probably from some of it. It's very vivid in my imagination right now, when I think. But I think that's what got me onto at least watching other stuff. Eventually, it became like no big deal. So, I guess that's where and another thing that hit me was the whole family sitting around watching Friday the 13th, and I'm behind the couch just watching out of the corner. So, just stuff I grew up with and I guess just fell in love a little bit with the genre, so, yeah.
You know what traumatized me was when they showed me Jaws in the summer, and the next day they had the audacity to take me to the freaking beach, and I was like, I'm not going in there after what I saw because I had nightmares, and they took me into like an adult's like right here to an adult. And I was a kid. I'm like, yo, this is way too deep. I was shaking like, oh man, I'm gonna get got.
Oh yeah.
That is so funny. I went through the same thing. I saw Jaws, and to this day, I am terrified of the beach. I'm a pool person. I like swimming pools. And when I go to the beach, I'm not going to lie, it takes me a while to get in that water. If I get in, like I got to be burning hot, basically, and like having some sort of heat attack in order to get into the water. So maybe we have another roll call, by the way.
I'm sorry. Who's here? Dark Waters! It's in his house. What is going on, Dark Waters? Thank you for dropping by. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, yeah, we have with us the Late Day Horror Show. So, just in case you're wondering, Dark Waters.
Yes, this is the Late Day Horror Show. They're awesome. And they review movies, mainly horror and sci-fi and stuff like that. And we've been kicking it, talking about what got us into this and also vintage horror and stuff like that. What's your favorite vintage horror, by the way? And when I say vintage, I mean go as far as you possibly can, like what your grandma was watching, if possible.
Oh, geez. I mean, I love, it depends what mood I am in. Rosemary's Baby, 1968 is my favorite movie of all time.
Awesome.
Wow.
Something about that movie, I just Mia Farrow in there. It's just a beautiful movie. Anyways, it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in kind of a gothic Hammer type of mood, I'll kind of gravitate to the 60s, where they were big, late 50s up into the 70s. Most of the time I go back to the 30s and the 40s. That's kind of my comfort. Those movies give me comfort. Okay. Like the Universal Monsters series, of course, all of the films. And then if I want to feel happy inside and just have a good time, any one of these cheesy 80s movies from, Terrorvision to Basket Case to Street Trash, all of those movies, pop them in.
You're talking about...
He said Terrorvision.
Well, I don't know about that. Oh, yes, Terrorvision. I know what that is.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let me see something. For me, it's Toxic Avenger. I love it.
Oh, that too. Trauma.
Love
yeah.
it.
Gotta love Trauma, man.
I like the one where the what's that? Demon Night?
Oh, Night of the
Night of the
Demons.
Demons?
Not Demon Night.
Night of the
It's
Demons.
Night of the Demons. I
That was
love
cool.
it with
I like
Angela. Ooh, I love it. I love it. It's
I also
awesome.
enjoyed
Yeah.
The Birds. Did you enjoy The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock?
I love Alfred Hitchcock. The Birds is a fantastic movie.
Which
Yeah.
one, though? Which version? Aren't there two?
What?
The Birds?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Unless they remade it recently,
Black and white?
and I'm
The
Okay, I like the
it
black and
it
white
had
one.
Tippi Hedren. Was
That's
in
the black
that.
and white, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's
I might
the
be
mother,
bugging.
She's the mother of Melanie Griffith,
I
who
see.
married Antonio Banderas.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, he knows his stuff, so I'm not gonna argue with him. I don't know about that. And then I'm bugging.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
thinking about
awesome.
something else, but I love the Birds, black and white.
What's your favorite movie of recent, like the past couple of years?
Oh, God, you see, you're pinning me in a corner that I don't like to be in.
Okay, when I
mean,
It's hands
e-
down, it would be it. What?
No, I was gonna say it's easy if you think about it in terms of a movie that you wouldn't mind seeing a couple of more times. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the It movie was good. A Quiet Place was good. Other than that, I'm not sure if I'm going to revisit too many of the newer movies I've seen. Mostly because I just revisit, or there's so many movies from the past still to catch up on that.
Yes.
I'm still catching up on the old stuff, and a lot of times when I watch new stuff, I'm so disappointed. I say, "Screw it, I'm not watching them."
You know what movie was crazy, wacky bananas? The Wicker Man.
The old one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The old one.
Has to be that
not
one.
the
Yeah.
Nick Cage one, but yeah, the old one with Christopher Lee. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
How about
Christopher Lee's the man.
It was so creepy, like with the cops trying to, help him and stuff. Like they're taking us back and forth from the cops trying to help him, and then him finding all these weird things out and creepy
Cults, man.
cult
Cults.
stuff, and it was crazy. Did you see the Dunwich Horror? Did you like that movie?
I didn't see that movie. No.
How old is that?
I think it's 1970.
Dunwich Horror.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That one I haven't seen yet. So you would recommend it, I would say.
I watch it.
Okay.
I found it interesting.
A small
I guess.
pause before you.
Yeah, I watch it.
Well,
Sure.
you know what?
Why not?
Something else I wanted to ask you, and I want to see if you have the same thought process as I do. What would you recommend as far as family-friendly horror for the little ones and to enjoy with the family, so you guys have something in common, Classics.
Well,
maybe.
it's funny. It's funny because me, I kind of had my children watch the Universal horror monsters, and because I love them. They're safe enough for them to watch. I don't want them watching like Saw or any of that torture porn stuff and all that. But another one is like The Burbs. You know, some of these horror comedies. That's a fantastic movie.
You know what movie
a little
was
bit
good?
more.
You ever seen that
What's
movie? It had like Bruce Willis in it. Death Becomes Her or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We watched
Meryl
that with
Streep
our kids.
And Goldie Hawn. Yeah, good movie. That was a fun one. All of the Coraline, Nightmare Before Christmas, a lot of those animation type stop motion films and stuff. I would say those are up there for family friendly too.
Monster Squad, baby.
The Monster Squad.
Heck
I was waiting
yeah.
to see if he named it, but yeah, the Monster Squad. Hell
Well,
yeah.
It's on the list, man. We've that's a must. It's one we've done on our channel. It's a great movie, man.
That's awesome, and that's a cult classic right there. Wolfman doesn't have nards. Wolfman has nards. I love that line.
Awesome.
Man,
Awesome.
or like how? Okay, but I gotta say my ultimate favorite of family. Well, I'm gonna say it's on the fringe a little because it is a little, really not a little. It's very scary, but it is safe enough that I felt comfortable watching with my kids. Was Silver Bullet. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Yep. One of my
yeah.
all-time favorites. I love that. Love it.
Who's your favorite movie creature, though?
My favorite movie creature?
Yeah, like Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Predator, Alien, I don't know, something, The Blob, like, what you got? What you like? Zombies.
I mean, it's kind of tough because I mean, I love all of them, but I mean, to pick a favorite, I mean, I guess the Frankenstein character, because all four of those movies, I mean, Frankenstein is just a classic, and but then again, I love Creature from the Black Lagoon. But when you get into characters themselves, my favorites are vampires. So, I'm a zombie fan. See, I'm going all over the place. It's a tough question.
I like that Salem's Lot.
Oh, the Salem's Lot is awesome. We did a 3-hour commentary on that one on our channel.
Hell yeah, baby. We gotta put that on a watch list so we could rewatch it along with Silver Bullet and Monster Squad together for Halloween. We gotta do this because we do this thing. We're doing this thing recently where every October, starting October 1st all the way through the very last day of October, we watch one and possibly, if we can, 2 movies every day that have to do with horror and vintage horror. So we gotta put that. We gotta make our list.
Yeah,
now.
like I'll hit the Google machine and say, Google machine, tell me some of the good horror movies before 1960. And then it comes up with like recommendations. Because the ones from the 70s, them. You know what I mean? They King Kong and whatever the hell else came out in the 70s. You know about those. But they don't really show like the 60s, the 50s, the 40s. And there's probably good movies back there.
Oh, heck yeah.
Name
Google
some.
it up.
Name some.
Google knows them all.
Yes, they do. They know what.
Well, it's all of the Universal monster horror movies back in the day, but
Wolfman, you mean?
Wolfman, Dracula, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Mummy.
We gotta see that. We gotta see them.
There's always like 4 of those movies, though. I mean, like Frankenstein had 4. Yeah, Dracula had 4. Wolfman had 4. Creature had 3. But I would say some of the other movies, other than, I don't know if you've seen all 4 of the Frankenstein films, but like Son of Frankenstein is probably the best of the 4. So I would go and watch all of them. They're all great. Some of the early Hammer films, beginning with the Frankenstein movies, are fantastic. Once you start going into the mid 60s and on, then they start getting a little,
They fall off
cheaper,
a little
cheesier.
bit.
Yeah. But during the 50s, you had a big boom in the sci-fi, thing from another planet and stuff like that. So it was mostly sci-fi space stuff in the 60s or, 50s and early 60s there. So yeah, I mean, just hit Google up for some lists, man. Google knows everything. It's strange how
the sci-fi. I believe the sci-fi thing came about because all the superpowers were trying to get to the moon first and all that. So everybody's imaginations were sparked with sci-fi.
Yeah.
But back
Cold
to
War, space race. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you mentioned the gore, the porn something?
Torture porn.
Yeah, so
I'm
back
really
to
not
torture
much
porn.
for that.
Like movies like the Midnight Meat Train. You got
That's dope though.
You got Hostel. You mentioned a Saw. From time to time, I'm not gonna lie, I like to watch one or two. But it's not like
when you drank about 5 cups of coffee and you're like,
Yeah.
what's on?
Sometimes like it fills a need. But how do you feel about it?
I'm okay. This is where I put off a lot of horror fans and stuff like that in the community, I guess, and stuff. But I mean, I'm telling it how it is. I don't get it, honestly. I don't know. Like you said, it fills a need every now and then. I would ask you in a second, what need does that fill of yours? Because, it's basically like, I feel like I'm a serial killer sitting there preparing myself for a test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't know. I think it's that need to be like, ew. Just to go like,
grossed out. Yeah,
gross.
they need to be grossed out and
well, see, for you,
terrified.
it's grossing you out. Yeah, and you get that gross factor and you go, okay, that's kind of cool. Where I look at it and I go, all I see is killing. But that probably comes from the side of me that, has watched way. I also come from a law enforcement family where I've seen and heard about the killings and serial killers and stuff like that. So, I see it from a different side. So it just disturbs me,
right.
And it's like, there's no way I want my kids or any other kids for that matter looking at these kind of movies,
Honestly, no, we won't let our kids watch that type of horror because for me, I'm not gonna lie, for me it's more like it's not only gross, but I have it just doesn't make sense to me, basically is what it is. For me, I'm like, I want to be entertained. I don't find it entertaining. Honestly, when I watch those type of movies, I get mad. Honestly, I get mad. So rather than me getting mad, you see, so I think for everybody it works differently.
But something, at least you gotta give Saw a little
for ingenuity.
For coming up
the
with
first
traps,
movie,
coming up with traps and you gotta make these decisions,
Makes you think.
Moral decisions, right? But some of the
other every
ones
now and
are
then
just gratuitous, over the top. But tell me about how you feel about space, horror, sci-fi horror, Event Horizon. You got
Aliens versus
Predators.
My favorite. Aliens versus
Love
Predators.
Event Horizon.
My favorite.
Alien versus Predators. Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
I like it because when you're a kid and you like comic books, sometimes you wonder, how come Spider-Man can't team up with Batman?
Yeah.
how come Superman can't
Why do they hate each other so much?
Yeah, how come Superman can't chill with the Hulk in an episode, in an issue or something? As a kid, you want to see that. You know what I'm saying? If you're into that stuff, you know what I'm saying. So when they came out with Aliens and Predator, that's like taking peanut butter and chocolate. To me, it was like, oh, this is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, really? They're doing that?
Exactly.
That was cool.
What? I would have loved that movie without humans. Okay, I've said this before. The whole thing with the whole Predator and alien. They're from different planets, you know? Like the Predator goes from planet to planet, just so happen to come to Earth and hunting down people, you know what I mean? But that's just a small percentage of planets they go to. I would love humans to be out of the picture and just show the Predator, landing on a planet and, hunting down another species of
that
alien.
would be amazing. That would be a fresh take.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with the last one though.
I wasn't either, man.
Yo, I'm like, what is this, Iron Man? At the end of the movie, yo, he got a suit and everything. Like, oh man, they're trying to make this like some comic book or something.
Too much joking around, and who was it? Shane Black, I think was. I know he's kind of a comedic guy, director or whatever. I guess that's Shane Black, right? I'm pretty sure that's the guy that did it. The Predator movie, the newer one. Just too schlocky, too funny for me. A lot of people liked it, but.
Awesome. I have a quick question for you. This is a little change of pace, real quick. It's not about movies. Do you believe, and there's a follow-up question, do you believe in the paranormal or the supernatural?
It's a complicated question, but like I've told you before, I pretty much started 5 years ago doing a show called Paranormal Into the Night, and I've interviewed a lot of people who have talked about their stories and things that have happened and stuff like that. Some are way off the deep end and are just cuckoo. Others dig deep and really have facts to back up their point of view on certain subjects. Then you got others who will talk about giants, from the Caribbean, the Nephilim and stuff like that. But it's complicated. I like to believe there are stories out there where, people have died and have come back, and it's hard to dispute some of the facts behind the stories. But I'm kind of the person who says, until a ghost appears in front of my face, it's still hard to believe. But there's a part of me that really does believe there's got to be something to it. I mean, what the heck are we even on this planet for? You know what I mean? Why are all the stars out there? What is this all about? You know what I mean? There's something going on. We're not just people. We didn't just spawn and we're just on this one planet. There's way too much to everything to say there's not more out there. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but those are kind of some of my thoughts on it.
You know who I like a lot though? Wes Craven.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed The Thing.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Russell, I thought the practical effects were really good in that movie.
Oh, that one of the best movies of all time in horror. I mean, horror sci-fi. People put that on their list, man. It makes number one quite a bit.
Did you?
I like the old one too, man. It was great.
I need to see that one. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
If
you dig the old black and white horror movies, what's that?
The remake of the Thing, like it was like a prequel, a sequel. Came out like 2010, 2012 with a girl. It was a girl hero in that one thing.
So, see, it's new, or newer. I don't think I've seen it, to tell you the truth. And I don't hear it talked about that much, so I don't know.
Are you into gaming?
Good. I'm not a big gamer unless we're talking Atari, but not a big gamer.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it would be okay, like, would you like to speak to a fan? Have you ever spoken to a fan before?
Oh, you can. Yeah,
Yeah?
I'd love to talk to somebody. Sure. Yeah.
You know, just somebody to say hi, whatever to you. You know.
And I wouldn't
Maybe
call
ask
him a
you-
fan. I mean, jeez.
Okay.
But whatever.
A follower, a subscriber, family, friend.
Yeah,
Whatever you wanna
whichever.
call 'em.
You know.
All right, so we're gonna do that before we let you go. Tell us more about like what's in the future for your channel. Do you have any collaborations in the works?
Yeah, I've always got things up in the hopper, so to speak. After maybe 2 more weeks, I can go live again, and I'm going to start doing trivia nights again, where like I'll pick a movie, The Evil Dead, and I'll put 50 questions out there over the span of 2 hours live. And you know, we get everybody in the chat. First person to come up with A, B, C, or D. These have been really fun in the past. I did every Friday the 13th. People really love that series. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that, reviews, commentary, same old stuff. But I've got puppets I mess around with too on the channel. I'm looking at, yeah, it's a little vulgar kind of thing with the puppets, but I don't care.
Do you like animated horror?
Sure, of course I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I had a follow-up question before with
Sweet.
the whole paranormal thing. Let me ask it now.
Sure.
I wanted to know what, since you did say you used to, do investigations, what is the most memorable experience you have had with that? Anything paranormal, supernatural, so to speak.
I can give you my most, my best experience, but I was a child when it happened.
Oh, wow.
I grew up, and I still debate whether things happen or not, but for some reason, my grandparents moved from house to house, and for some reason, whether there was something attached to her or not, and this happens in the paranormal field, you hear about families or people who pick up on the energy and kind of carry it from place to place. So wherever they go, there'll be a haunted house. And I grew up that way with my grandparents. Tons of stories to I could say about it, but the main one was we lived at a haunted house, 2-story older home, and there was always stuff, shadows on the wall. If you walk by my uncle's bedroom at night at a certain time, like roughly 11 p.m. at night, every now and then you would get a glimpse of a guy that would walk into the closet, just walk into the closet, and kind of out of the corner of your eye. But the whole family would always catch a glimpse of that roughly around that time period, or that time, 11 p.m. at night. And they always talked about a guy in the backyard when activity would start. They would see kind of this shadowy figure in the back. And I'm just a kid, you know what I mean? So I'm just hearing these stories and stuff like that. But my grandfather would say it's starting up again, and I would run to the window, and most of the time, I didn't see anything. But the one time when things were really starting to pick up and stuff like that again, I ran to the side window and looked in the back, and it was very dark back there, but there was a kind of a gas station off to the side that shot light into the backyard. And I remember there being this solid shadow figure, 6-7 foot tall it looked, at the time, but I was a kid. But no mistaking that there was a figure there, and it had this long brimmed hat that kind of would, it's just a long brimmed hat, and moving around in the backyard, and just disappeared towards the back of the house. But for a good 30 seconds, I seen this thing moving around back there. And this is what they talked about all the time. Come to later find out that there's this such thing as shadow people, shadow figures in the paranormal field. And there's a step above that called the Hat Man. It sounds funny, but he's always seen with big rimmed hat like that, and kind of an overseer of these shadow people. It's what I've been told. I've interviewed a couple people on the subject, and very interesting. But that is the one thing that's stuck out over all these years, because it just seems so vivid, so real, and hearing it from my grandparents and uncles all the time with everything else going on. Scary stuff, man. So that's my story. That's the one.
Wow. That is something.
Wow. So guys, if anybody in the chat wants to ask.
I'm going to do a roll call first, boo.
Go.
Because we got Slumber Reeds in his house. What is up, Slumber Reeds? Thank you for dropping in, brother. Really appreciate it. We also have the Mad Chatter, everybody. The Mad Chatters in his house. Thank you for showing up. We have the Late Horror Show, but I'm pretty sure you know that already because I've been putting it out on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. That the Late Horror Show would be.
Yeah, thanks again, you guys. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, the pleasure is all ours. Thank you for real.
Real
quick,
stuff.
would you like to would you care to take a couple of minutes to scroll through the chat to answer some of these beautiful people's questions? Or would you like me to do it and ask you?
Yeah, if you see some, my tablet's a little far away, but if you see some, let me know.
Okay, cool. Let's do that because they have a lot of interesting things. Like, did you see Idle Hands? Someone mentioned.
I did not see Idle Hands. No, sorry.
Okay, someone said, what do you think about The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Oh, I liked it.
Which one?
One of the greatest.
Isn't there two?
Oh, the old one.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so I want to see it now.
Keanu, no, isn't it Keanu?
You're thinking of the War of the Worlds remake with Tom Cruise?
Something like that. No, it was Keanu, whatever the hell his name is from The Matrix.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, it don't touch the. I'm sure they're talking about the older version of The Day the Earth Stood Still, and it's probably one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. I mean,
okay, now I want to see it because I've seen the newer one. I didn't know that there was even an old one.
Give me the scroll thing so I could
Oh, here, honey. Sure.
Oh no,
I want
1960 something it was. So yeah, definitely give that a watch.
Okay, we got to put that on the watch list, baby, for October. Yes, absolutely. We have 2 watch lists, one for October and one for December.
How about
vintage Christmas movies?
Is there a movie called Pull the String? Someone asked.
Pull the String.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
No, I remember something about that you pull the string and something happens, but if you don't pull it, I don't know, it's something about you pulling a string. You have to make a choice. Unless I'm thinking about the one with the button.
Who knows? But Anthropomantic Fiend says that House of Frankenstein and House of Dracula are basically the same movie. Would you agree?
Not really. I mean, I guess I understand why you're saying that, but no. I mean, 2 different. I mean, the stories differ within the picture itself. So no, I kind of disagree. But I do get your point. Somebody does ask in there, I see, what's your favorite bad horror movie? That would probably have to be Street Trash. So bad.
I gotta see that.
They chop off a guy's thing and they start playing, tag with the penis. I mean, it's a funny movie. It really is. You gotta watch it. It's tremendous. But that's my favorite bad horror movie. So,
have you heard of Metropolis from 1927?
Oh yeah. You know what? I love most of the horror films and a lot of the like mystery horror films like the Cat and Canary, stuff like that, in those silent era movies, just tremendous. And because they had to put everything on screen, and there was music, okay, but there was no speech. So to get across, what they needed to say, the story and the mood and the feeling of the movie, they had to work on that, more than a lot of these newer movies. So I give credit to a lot of the early horror, sci-fi, silent movies. So yeah, great movie.
I gotta do a roll call, brother. We have Karen Suave in the his house. What is up, Karen? Gibby Lanes, everybody. Welcome. Gibby Lanes is in the his house. Someone mentioned the movie here. What was it? Where is it? Let me scroll. I'll find it. I forgot. Puppet Master. There you go. Puppet Master. Did you enjoy the Puppet Master?
Yeah. I love a lot of full moon movies, and Puppet Master, I enjoy most of them. They started to progressively get worse and worse and worse. 1 through 3 are the mainstays of the franchise, but yeah, I enjoy all the Puppet Master movies. I really do.
Yeah, I only saw I think 1 or 2 of them, and they were pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean they start getting progressively more silly and stuff, but
Let's see. Let's see. There's so many questions. Somebody said that they feel that movies from the 20s and 30s are the best eras, as you was alluding to just a little while ago.
Yeah, because it was innovation. You know what I mean? It was the beginning. So just like anything, I think when the creativity is flowing, which it was in the early days, the late 20s, early 30s, you really had people who were really using their imagination, using techniques, in film to, get across, what they're trying to do, whether it be Dracula, some of the early Silence or Frankenstein and others. I think that creativity was there, more, and the story was just, everybody's just commercially trying to throw crap out there nowadays, I think. And it's just, every now and then you'll get a gem, but for the most part, I agree with you 100%, whoever said that. Yeah.
They also said that vampires are the best. They like the different versions of Dracula and Carmilla.
Yeah, no, they've done Bram Stoker's story I don't know how many times. So yeah, I mean, it's just a classic tale. My favorite vampire films of all time is my favorite of all time is Let the Right One In, the Swedish version.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was dope.
Yeah, the American version was okay too, but after seeing the Swedish version, it's just
I didn't see it.
It's Near Dark, another fantastic film from the 80s. Love that. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Yeah. A newer one, maybe 2000s, somewhere around there. It's starting to age now is 30 Days of Nights. That was another great one.
Yeah, that was great. Did you
Josh
see,
Hartnett.
Did you see there was one I think it's called We Are the Night something. It's like three vampire girls and stuff like that. Did you see that? Right? We are the Night.
It's not ringing a bell, so I'm not sure.
That was pretty awesome. You gotta check it out. It's called We Are
Sounds
the
good.
Night.
3 vampire chicks?
Yeah. Awesome.
Let me write that down.
Oh yeah. Nice. Somebody mentioned Gremlins and Ghostbusters, because we got nocturnal horrors in the his house. Yeah,
both
Gremlins,
great movies.
Both great movies. I love the.
They're looking to. Yeah, they're looking to remake Gremlins. so we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Here we go.
when I hear about these remakes, I kind of cringe a little bit. But you know,
Somebody said Return of the Living Dead is their favorite 80s cheesy horror.
really, well, okay.
It
Yeah, I
was
mean, I'm not
fun.
going to disagree. There's so many good ones.
Somebody says they're like Psycho, black and white version.
Classic. You know, that's borderline. I know it's horror, but it's psychological horror, borderline kind of. I don't know, but yeah, it's a classic. I love it. Alfred Hitchcock. Come on, you know, I'm a big fan. So.
Someone said that Night of the Living Dead was the first horror movie that really freaked them out to the point that their father had to turn off the movie to tell them to calm down.
Wow. Well, I could see that happening, right?
Yeah.
Kid sitting on the couch going, "What the heck's going on? That old guy will not shut up."
Yeah. Somebody said they used to listen to some of the old Dimension X radio stuff too.
Yes. Good on you, whoever that is in the chat.
That is Anthropomantic Fiend.
Awesome, man. You know what? I'm going to have to check you out before I don't know if you got a channel or you're just a follower or anything, but no, I just subscribe to you because I love that stuff. I am big into the old time radio shows, like I just said, and Dimension X is another one. I even love the old Buck Rogers old time radio show. Superman, you know, hell, I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive with all old time shows from detectives, comedy, everything. So that goes to show you how much I love those radio dramas from the 30s and 40s.
Freaking sweet.
So, yeah.
I could see us chilling at a fire pit on a nice cool fall night. You know, knocking back a couple of brewskis and listening to that on some sort of Bluetooth speaker. It's awesome.
Heck
man.
yeah.
Those are awesome. Somebody says that they also enjoyed the show you mentioned before, Inner Sanctum. That's the same guy, Anthropomantic Fiend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, in Inner Sanctum. Yeah. The Creaking Door is another one. Quite a few different shows they had back then. So yeah, Lights Out is another one. Yeah, just man, pop those earbuds in at night. You're going to sleep, turn off all the lights, and just listen to those shows. Man, there's nothing like it.
That's what's up right there. Christine Baker says Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt, yeah. A great movie, yeah. They're throwing out all great movies. I mean, without a doubt, you know.
But Anthropomantic Fiend loved Big Chuck and Little John as well.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not familiar with Superhost, but they loved Big Chuck and Little John, excuse me.
Well, they have to be from the Ohio area then.
Probably.
Cleveland area, maybe. So if you're close by, that's kind of cool. But yeah, Superhost was kind of a, oh boy, like 1980 or so. He was midday, kind of like right when you got home from school.
Mm-hmm.
You would plop down and he would do like a Little Rascals or you know, something like that. Three Stooges, short, and then on with the movie, like a Godzilla movie or something like that would come on. So, and he wore kind of like a Superman outfit and would do little skits in between. So, yeah, no, Superhost was funny, but loco. So
somebody's Matt Chatter is asking you if you've seen the movie called Exist, the found footage Bigfoot horror film. I think I've seen that.
Oh.
That was pretty awesome.
You know, really. So it was a good one. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. No.
Oh, that was
not
fun.
Seen it.
That was really fun.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to check that one out then.
I think
because
the story went like somebody was driving and hit like baby Bigfoot Junior, and then like and then like their car got messed up, and then like the adult Bigfoots were like upset, of course, and they started coming after these people who were traveling in the middle of nowhere, of course, right? And so yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, like they really.
Was it a cheap movie?
It's a. I mean, it's a. How can I say this? It's better than a sci-fi original movie. You know, it's better. It's better than Sharknado. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Like they actually.
Okay, I got you.
Like they actually put some effort. You know what I mean? Even though they were on a budget. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, I saw that. That was cool. Let me see what else is in this chat. A lot of questions. I've only seen Killjoy out of all the Full Moon films.
Really? You got a lot of movies to go watch then, because if you've only seen Killjoy, there's a, I don't know if I could swear, but there's a shit ton of other movies that are really good. I mean, Castle Freak is another fantastic movie. The Puppet Master movies. You got to. Full Moon's got a whole website dedicated to all their films. They're Head of the Family. Go watch that movie. It's just a big head in a wheelchair. Fantastic. And they're doing the Deadly 10. Oh, I'm telling you, man, it's good stuff. Good cheesy 80s horror.
Okay.
Even though it might be 90s.
You need to tell me, what is this Full Moon stuff? Is that the name of the company that made the movies?
Yeah. It's like Troma with, all their movies. It's Full Moon is, a company that, pretty much, produces all their own movie and stuff like that.
Oh man, I gotta look into that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Somebody's asking who I'm speaking with. I'm speaking with the Late Horror Show. They're in his house, aka Dino. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. Oh, okay. So Louis Witt was actually calling him Puppet Master. I guess calling you Puppet Master.
Oh.
Okay.
Really? Okay. I do that sometimes. But I am the master. Okay.
Excuse me, fellas. So Philia Noctis asked if he likes Ed Wood's movies.
Yeah, I do. Again, I love the bad. I see the good in the bad. Ed Wood, Plan 9 from Outer Space, one of the worst movies ever made, but ended up being a cult classic, and people love how bad it is. I'm the type of person who I love when the acting is so bad. I mean, of course, it's got to be the right kind of movie, but yeah, Ed Wood's fantastic. I mean, making a movie, one go on the cheap. And the way he did it, just it just created a whole kind of thing, So yeah, I love it, man, love it.
Mad Chatter says that The Train to Busan is a great zombie movie. Have you seen it?
Fantastic, Korean zombie flick, and yeah,
that's the second time this week that I've heard that title. Now I'm gonna want to see it.
Yes, if you like zombies,
we do.
That's exactly
Dezombified.
Oh yeah.
You have to, put that on the list and put it on the top of the list if you love zombie pictures. So
all right, thank you guys for that recommendation. Let me see what's else in this chat. Well, the Addams Family is getting a remake, right?
The animation is, it looks good, but yeah,
it's animated.
Yes.
Yeah. They went on the cheap. I wish it was stop motion. It would have probably looked a little bit better and been.
Oh yeah, Tim Burton. Imagine if Tim Burton would have did it. Would have been amazing.
Yeah. It doesn't look that great, but who knows?
So Dingleberry has a question. Baby, by the way, Dingleberry's in the house.
Oh my God, really? Dingleberry!
Dingleberry!
It's in his house. You gotta wipe those dingleberries. It's not a good look, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
So he
we love
has-
dingleberries around here.
Dingleberry asks.
They get hard and smashed when you sit. Go.
Oh, wow.
So what is he asking?
He's asking if the Late Late Horror Show knows of other channels that are from your area.
Oh, there's only one other one that I know, and I'm friends with them. The Mummy and the Monkey.
Oh, love them. Oh my
Do
God,
you?
I'm dying.
They were
Trying to get them on
they
the
live-
show.
Yeah, we're trying to get them on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you could pull a few strings, my man.
I'll shoot him a message and say, yeah, get on there. Yeah, they live like 15 minutes away. So they're friends. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, I could just imagine having a girls' night with Mummy, okay, and like coming up with all sorts of creepy confections in the kitchen. Like, for real, that'll be a dream. Like some edible eyeballs or something.
So
talking about the beginning of the show, when we were talking about the YouTube platform and stuff like that, they went a different direction,
Yes.
which is kind of a better, if you ask me, direction. And I kind of pushed them that way because they went off of they got banned too for 30 days or something. They said, where can we do the show? I said, go to Facebook Live.
Yes.
And they get over 100 viewers every Friday night when they do their show. And Facebook's a better platform at this moment because you can share it to different groups and stuff like that as you go live. So honestly, I think Facebook Live is
It's
can
friendlier
reach
to
more
horror
people than
creators.
YouTube.
It's friendlier to horror creators. I've noticed that, and I'm trying to learn how to do that now. But we're on it. We're gonna go on Facebook Live.
I gotta do a roll call.
Do
we
that.
got Mighty Mite. Mighty Mite is in his house. Mighty Mite is on his way. What is up, Mighty Mite? Let's see. There's a whole bunch of more questions for you, bro. These people are on fire.
Yes, Dingleberry says.
Hold on, because I'm scrolling from the top all the way to the bottom. I'll catch up. Hold on.
That's
I
okay.
don't want to miss anybody.
I have to go to the little ladies' room.
Okay, let's see. Oh man, now I missed my spot where I was at. Jeez. Okay, somebody said Evil Dead was my favorite. I got scared and laughed at Ash's corny butt.
Well, those were all kind of comical in their own ways. So
Loved it.
You know that part? You know that part in the first one, and he's flying through the trees backwards when he got when he was outside. That was pretty awesome how they did that.
Funny.
I really dug how they did that there.
they did that on the cheap too.
Yeah. And there's a part where the house is talking or something, and the curtains or like the shutters are in such a way that they make a pyramid. So the part where you see the eyes in the house, it's right in that pyramid. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Cool stuff, man. Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
So you don't need $1 million to make a great movie. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. So many questions here. I'm almost down to the bottom. Somebody said the remake was pretty scary too, as far as the Evil Dead. Somebody said Maniac. No. Wait, somebody said if you like zombies, The Strain is a good show. Did you catch The Strain, the TV show?
I have not watched that, but yeah, I've heard good things about it. So yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was what's that guy's name? Dang, I can't remember his name. Damn.
That's more of a virus, though, right? Like they run faster, like in 28 Days Later, or no?
Yeah, they run fast.
Okay.
Do you know the guy that made Pan's Labyrinth? What's the guy's name? The director?
Guillermo
Del
del
Toro.
Toro.
Yeah, he produced that show, so you know it's on point.
Okay.
Let's see. Somebody's talking about an old scary podcast that they used to listen to that had a story that was really good. She thinks it's called Lorna is a Strange Child. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Never heard, but yeah.
That guy, Anthropomantic Fiend, he says he's not from Cleveland, just a super nerd who loves horror hosts.
So found it through the grapevine. So yeah, that's very cool. That's awesome.
Let's see. So many questions. OMG, I love Sharknado. All 6 of them. Did you enjoy Sharknado?
No! I did not.
Let me see.
Train to Busan is on Netflix if you guys got it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. That is awesome. I'm almost getting down to the bottom. Let me see. Army of Darkness was awesome. Somebody saying in the chat. Someone
You guys
else
ever
said,
see Bubba Hotep?
Oh, Bubba Hotep was awesome. I love that movie.
Oh.
I even enjoyed him in Charmed. Like, he's good in anything.
Yeah, no, he is.
He's just awesome, man. I wouldn't mind just like hanging out with him one day and just chilling. He is awesome. How do you feel about Blade, being that you like vampires? Wesley Snipes.
It was a good movie. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it or nothing. I thought it was okay. I hear that they're trying to remake that or reboot. I think they are. I forget who they're casting. But yeah, good movie. Good movie.
Someone says
I'm not so much into the vampire superhero type movies, I guess. But it's still a good movie.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Like sometimes I don't, when I watch a movie, I try really hard not to be like analytical too much and like kind of a movie snob, because and then you know, my level of perfection, they might not meet those standards and I might not give it a fair shot, and it might end up being a, you know, a good movie, a fun movie or whatever. Even if it's a one-time watch, you still might enjoy that one time.
Totally agree. Yeah. Give it a chance. And I do, for the most part. I'm really not a snob when it comes to like horror movies and stuff like that. I've just, you know, you get disappointed on some of these newer things. It just kind of makes you go, am I going to check this out? I'll wait, you know, so.
Did you enjoy Crimson Peak?
Did not watch Crimson Peak.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a like a vampire movie too, or something, or like some sort of ghost movie. I seen it once. Can't recall the specifics. I might have been like dozing in and out, but I'm not gonna lie. But did you enjoy Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp?
No, I didn't, and it's because I'm a big fan of the original Dark Shadows series, which is fantastic. If you want to see Dark Shadows, you go watch all of those. So,
I think it's on like, isn't it on Amazon Prime or something? Somewhere.
I think, yeah, one of the major ones have all of the episodes. So, yeah. And that's a binge worthy, watch right there. There's a ton. It'll take some time to get through.
Someone says, as far as vampire action movies are concerned, they like Underworld.
It's a okay movie. I wasn't bored watching it, but they're middle of the ground kind of werewolf vampire movies, more video game like. It's.
Good night to Timothy Duran. Thank you for dropping in and hanging out with us. Let me see. My name is Bruce.
Yep, certainly is. Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
Interview with the Vampire says Tiny lives. She's in his house. Did you enjoy the interview with the Vampire?
I did, but Anne Rice, I'm like her biggest fan. The Vampire Chronicles with Lestat is kind of my holy grail of anthology book series. That whole Lestat interview with the Vampire series the Vampire Chronicles is untouchable with me. And me reading it way before I seen the movie, all of the books, I had a perception of Lestat, Armand, Leo, all of them, Louis, Claudia. So I had these, certain characters, a certain way in my head. And watching the movie, I'm like going, oh, that's not Lestat. Tom Cruise is not Lestat. But
they wussified vampires. They wussified them. That's what they did.
Well,
that and Twilight.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, definitely Twilight. But Interview with the Vampire. It was they kind of downplayed what was really going on, like in the books, because there was a lot dirtier and grimier in the books. But I just Tom Cruise it was weird. I don't know.
Did you enjoy the Netflix series Black Summer? Did you see it?
I'm anxiously awaiting to watch that series. So it's in my queue, and I am going to watch it because everybody's talking about it. So it's something I'm going to watch. Yeah.
Someone's asking, how do you feel about Things We Do in the Shadows, both the movie and the series?
The movie, I wasn't a big fan. I hate. It was okay. I hated that they took out the oldest, coolest vampire in the movie, and focused on the other, vampires. But cool concept. Grabbing a vampire from each, time period. I love that. It's just the I guess Nosferatu type character who ended up dying. I'm spoiling something a little bit, but anyways, I hated that they did that. He was the coolest thing about it, and they got rid of him pretty darn.
The Strain, that TV show, The Strain, it's about vampires, not zombies. It's about vampires. Mm-hmm. And have you seen The Night Flyer?
I haven't seen The Night Flyer. No.
Oh wow, you got to see that, man. The Night
Is that
Flyer.
A newer?
No, that's like it's in the 90s. It's from the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, and freaking the head honcho vampire, he travels in a Cessna plane with the windows blacked out, going from airport to airport at night, and just killing everybody he sees. So there's
how the hell did I miss that one?
And there's a reporter, right? And he's like, kind of like a loser, I don't know, or maybe he had like a big like ego, one of the two. But he's like, I'm gonna catch this guy. I see his traits and his MO, and you know, I'm gonna go after him and this, and he's chasing this thing. And when he finally catches up to him, oh man, he's freaky looking. So they took that vampire, the way it looked in the Night Flyer, and Guillermo del Toro basically modeled the head vampire in season 1 and 2 from that character from the Night Flyer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gonna have to watch that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool.
I wrote it down. Have you guys seen Preacher?
Preacher, the show, I love that show.
Yeah. Love that show too. Okay.
That show is
so
awesome, man.
Love it.
I'm really feeling Legion. I don't know if you heard of Legion, but I'm liking Legion. It's a pretty good show.
I haven't watched that. Yeah.
Somebody said they figured Sebastian Bach would be Lestat.
Sebastian Bach. Yeah. I mean, I maybe I can see that a little bit more than Tom Cruise, but I'm not putting them down. They did a good job. The movie was okay, but you know, yeah. Sebastian Bach, yeah.
Hey, have you seen Nosferatu, the TV show?
I have not seen that yet. But, you know, I've heard good things. I've heard bad things, but
it's set in a town that's literally like 20 to 30 minutes away from where I'm at. So that kind of freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The backdrop.
Okay.
You know, they make mentions to like freaking It, because the guy that created it is Stephen King's son. So the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. So there's a part where he's looking at a map, and it's mentioning like different places from Stephen King's characters and movies like Shining, you know, It, something Emporium, some other thing, I forgot the name of that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see. How about Priest? The movie Priest.
Have not seen that either. Priest, I have not seen it, no. How dare I not seeing all of these horror movies?
Oh man, Priest. I think that had the guy that was Hannibal Lecter. The guy that played Hannibal Lecter. What's his name? He's in Westworld as well.
Anthony Hopkins?
Yes, Anthony Hopkins, yes. I believe he's in that movie, Priest. I believe so. Did you enjoy watching As Above, So Below? Did you see it?
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, it's pretty
Sorry,
freaky.
guys.
It's like they go into the freaking underworld, into Hades or hell or whatever. And it's freaking crazy. But you know what? I think we've had you on long enough, my friend. I'm enjoying myself. I could continue on for another hour or two, but you know, we definitely have to make sure that, you know, you get back to your family. So thank you so much, the Late Late Horror Show, for everything. Before you go, any advice you can give to an aspiring YouTuber?
Just keep at it. Keep consistent. Keep doing live, because that's very important to the algorithms now. There's these new things where you can stream multiple platforms at the same time, like Facebook and YouTube. Go for it. The more you get out there, the better. I think what you've got going here is pretty darn cool. But yeah, and just collabing with people and doing what you're doing. You know, I think that's the best advice I could give. You know, tweet, get it out there, build an audience, and have them hopefully share and all that good stuff. So yeah.
This is why, I mean, you know, we never intended to go live. We were just putting out videos, but we saw we weren't gaining any traction. So we started with the live streaming, but I enjoy it because I've met so many cool and wonderful people, and I keep telling them, believe in your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot be whatever you want to be, whether it's a cook, a mechanic, a narrator, a movie reviewer, anything you want to be, you know?
Heck yeah, man.
So, and
have
go
fun.
with the other one first. Go with the other one first, honey, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm about to show you something on the screen, my friend, because dreams can come true. So I don't know if you can see the screen. It's gonna be a lag of maybe a few seconds. But yeah, so on the screen, remember The Conjuring 2? We all remember that movie, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Let me know when you see the image on your screen to see if you notice anything. Because even my friends, a few times, they've seen the movie and they still can't believe they missed it.
Huh. Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
It's not there yet. It's almost there. I hate this lag that YouTube has.
The lag
There
that
it
YouTube
goes.
has.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be on
What am
now.
I supposed to see? Is that you there?
I'm just saying, dreams can come true.
I see it. Dezombified.
Oh yeah, Z-Horde, baby. So that's from The Conjuring
That's
2.
funny.
You know, so if you go back and rewatch it, you have to do it in slow-mo because it's one of those hidden scenes in the movie.
Huh.
But hey, you know something? We come from the year 2550. Me and Mysterio, we're time travelers, and we've been sent back
That's
on
awesome.
a mission to bring peace, happiness, and love. We have gone through many of the eras throughout mankind. So if you look at this photo, you might see someone you know that looks familiar to you.
Dezombified.
Oh yeah, baby, in the house, his house, his house, his
Just wait.
house.
It's not there yet. There it goes.
Now it's there.
We should have done half the show on the paranormal, but if you guys ever want to talk about that one
Again.
day, let me know.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll definitely have you back on. But you see, this is the year 1888.
Oh yeah.
I was with a bunch of missionaries at the time,
Yeah.
spreading love and peace.
Hey, you're doing what you got to do, right?
Oh, yeah,
code,
baby.
ain't it?
Anthropomantic Fiend says, I've only seen the first Conjuring. I'll need to see the second if that handsome gentleman is in it.
Oh yeah, but like I said, you have to pause it. It's like, remember when the people used to say that there was hidden messages like Coca-Cola or Pepsi if you pause it at a certain moment? So you have to catch it. You just have to know what moment
Gotta
it
catch
is.
them all.
It's like a subliminal scene.
Yeah, subliminal scene, exactly.
The Mandela
Dino knows
effect.
what he's talking about.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh my God! Thank you for being with
Before
us.
you guys do get me out of here, thank you so much for having me on, and thanks everybody in the chat. This was fun. I appreciate it. Love to do it again.
Oh, most definitely. And another thing is, we never got to get anybody else, or maybe we missed it in the chat. Was somebody interested in coming in?
A phone call. Damn it! Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, in the Hangouts though, not a
In the
phone call.
Hangouts.
If any of you have Twitter and you would like me to send you
Well,
a
wait a
link,
minute. Let's ask Dino if it's cool still.
Oh, that's true,
'Cause,
that's
damn,
true.
we kept talking and talking.
that's true.
Oh,
2
yeah?
hours.
of course.
Woo!
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
if you
baby.
got somebody bring him on. I got a little bit of time.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
if anybody in the chat wants to come up, please put a little green heart emoji. And on Twitter, I will go look for you and send you a private message with a link to the Google Hangouts. If you don't have Twitter and you have Facebook, I'll send it there. Just let me know. Also, if we're not already connected on any of the platforms, just look for us, wave to us, send us a DM. It's open now, and let us know. But baby, look
let
what you
us
got.
know. Let us know, baby.
Hi, Penny.
Penny Tails up. She's in the his house, his house, his house. Congratulations if you landed that new job. I hope you're happy there. Let us know in the chat.
Hi, Creepy Clown Girl.
Demented Maniac says, that's one very colorful person in black and white. Well, I try to take, you see, part of my mission was trying to integrate color. Because believe it or not, everything was in black and white. The trees, the grass, it was. It's just over the years it colorized naturally. But they weren't ready. They weren't ready, my friend.
They weren't ready.
It wasn't until the 50s that the universe got pigmentation.
Yes.
Give me a second. I have that. I want to check Twitter to see if anybody sent us a message. And
awesome.
if they did, they can come up and say hello to the Late Night Horror Show. And they could also, you know what else they can do?
What?
Okay, they can ask them a question that we didn't ask.
Oh.
So, hey, if you guys, please.
Yeah, anybody's ready to do a Google Hangouts to speak to Dino, aka the Late Late Horror Show. Please let us know in the chat. We'll send you a link.
Somebody
via
was
Twitter.
asking at the beginning of the show.
Somebody was what?
Yeah, somebody was asking.
Somebody was asking. Yeah, at the beginning of the show. Is that what was going on?
I don't.
Oh no. Every time we have a guest on, at least we try. We try to give the guest encouragement, but also the chance to speak to a new fan, perhaps, or maybe an old fan that's following you here from your social media or your channel. Another family member, let's call them, because you know what, the internet family that we have, it's almost our only family. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
It's almost.
As soon as the kids go to college, that's it. You're all we got, you guys, and we all you got.
It's a family group,
each other. That's
yeah.
a lot, though.
And you ain't gonna get rid of us either. No way.
Well, hey, keep up what you guys are doing. I like the format. I like the call-in stuff. I like that people can call in and all that. So it's kind of a cool thing you guys got going. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, speaking of, I wanted to ask you a question because yes, we do like to integrate our audience and fellow creators a lot into our show and
I need Philia.
Sometimes to our lives.
Philia!
I love Philia. I wanted to oh my god, you made me forget. It was so important. Oh yeah. Okay. I want to know what was your reaction? I wish I would have had a reaction, man. A live reaction on the first time you heard your name was in the Z-Horde anthem.
That was cool. I mean, it was awesome. Yeah, wrapping it up, man. Dezombifying it. I liked it, and I appreciated that you put me in there too. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, we were like, look, we've made a few new friends, a few old friends, and then after the channel crawl.
Oh yeah, we need to get into that. You were a part of the channel crawl.
Yes, you were.
Can you touch on your experience and what you thought real quick, while somebody decides who's gonna call in the Google Hangouts? Okay.
Yeah. This year I was on for an hour with another channel called Spooky Astronauts, and we did kind of a horror kind of quiz type thing. It was fun, and Spooky Astronauts is a fantastic channel if you haven't heard her or seen her yet. Also was on Willis Credia with CP, and we did kind of a 101 movies you must see before you die, and we focused in on The Invisible Man, and it was really, really cool. Go back and check that out. We had a lot of good stuff and info on that movie, so yeah. I couldn't stay up for the whole thing, but I tried my best too. I did the same thing last year when it started, so yeah. Good experience.
Yeah, Willis Credia, he's awesome. He also made it into the anthem. But you know something? You know who else made it into the anthem, baby? Our newest roll call.
Oh yeah? Our newest roll call.
Dice rolling!
Dice
rolling!
It's in the his house. What is up, Dice
you
rolling?
Sneaky devil. I didn't know
I am a sneaky devil. You know it, baby.
That's why I had to, when we first met, I had to fight a few chicks, man.
It was like a basketball team worth of girls you had to go through.
I kick all their asses.
Dice is part of that kind of family thing that I got on YouTube. There's
yes.
You kind of started out with a small group, and it grew and grew. And I've known her for maybe a couple years now, or maybe it's just been a year, somewhere along there. But she's included in the family on YouTube with me here. So cool stuff. Yeah.
Dice Rolling, I need you to do me a favor and head over to Twitter. We're gonna give you a link, Dice Rolling, so you could come on the show and say hi to your good friend of 2 years.
My goodness, baby. After all this time together,
late horror show.
it still gives me chill how you and I think alike so well. I was just about to say that we need to get Dice Rolling up here.
Get out my brain! Get out my brain! What is this?
Get out my brain.
Yes, Dice Rolling, please. If you can, come on to the Hangouts and hang out with us and be chilling like a villain.
With gold fillings, baby.
Chilling like a villain with gold fillings. That's right. we want Dice Rolling to come up and say hello to her buddy over here.
If she doesn't come on, I swear I'm gonna cry, y'all. Don't throw it to me, man. Dice Rolling! Come on!
I'm looking.
Do this for your boy, Dino!
So how many? Wait, what she says? Lots of that depends on who you ask. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means.
Dice Rolling. We ask Dice Rolling. That's who we ask.
Have you guys been doing this every day now? Like, is this like a
Monday
5-day a
through
week
Friday.
thing? Or?
Yeah, we're trying.
Monday through Friday.
We are trying, my friend, man.
Oh, there are things coming that you never saw coming.
Oh my God!
I'm
Don't
gonna put it
scare
to you
him.
like that.
Don't scare him.
There are things coming. Oh yes, we have
Yeah,
plans.
our motto, Dino. Our motto is scary stories.
Good times.
Comma. The comma is important. Good times. And like I said, we got content that's for that scary stuff, and we do it here as well. But we also have fun here and in some of our content because we have original stories that that we created ourselves. That if we wanted to, we could expand on and make a book or a screenplay for something if we wanted to, because that's how intricate we are with all the nuances and all the placement and the pacing. But we also throw in comedy as well to it, because like we said earlier, The Evil Dead, comedy and horror is like peanut butter and jelly. They go well together.
Oh yeah.
So
They certainly do. Yeah.
So
No, that's cool. Looking forward to it, man. Yeah.
And we're also on SoundCloud. A lot of people don't know that, but on SoundCloud we have our original music on there as well on SoundCloud. We're gonna start also posting some pictures on MySpace, which we have a MySpace, but we're not too active on it.
what the hell's MySpace?
We're gonna go. Well, they're actually doing pretty good right now. They're all about music, musicians, sound stuff, podcasts, things of that nature. So they're doing pretty good. They're still hanging in there, and it's looking really nice and sleek and clean over there. So I'm thinking, eventually we'll hit that up too. We're gonna hit up Twitch as well. Oh, and by the way, if you don't already, join our Discord server. If one of the mods could put it right there up on the chat. And usually after the night show, we do go and have an after party just to say hello and hang out with some of our peeps so that we could create intimacy, because we really, when it comes to this stuff, I personally, I'm not going to speak for Kenny, but I personally crave the intimacy of our audience, because I want to know them. I want to know who they are. Who are these people who think that we're cool enough to watch for hours? And I think it's so much fun.
Everybody under the blankets. Let's stay warm.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much hate and anger.
Yes.
On the planet now.
Yeah.
We don't need to be another one of those channels.
Yeah, we don't gotta be those people.
Spewing that stuff. Not that we can't, because we can.
Yeah, we
but we
got
don't want to.
we got an opinion like everybody
We're
else.
opinionated, but we keep that to ourselves. We might, talk on Discord about certain topics or whatever, but
A little bit, yeah.
we keep that aside.
Yeah, because when you come here, you want to be entertained. Just shut up and entertain me. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, take my mind off the BS that's going on
in the world. Yeah, man. Just come hang out. And here, look, this is the thing that I love the most about YouTube. Here, we don't have a religion. We don't have differences because we all like the same things here. All right? We don't have political ideations here. Because here it's all about the seahorse. It's about the family and everybody that we could possibly add to that family, because it would be so great to someday be able to say, yo, go to Dezombified. They literally unite people. Like, I would love to unite people of all religions and political ideations. I would love that.
Is Dice Rolling coming on, baby?
You're beautiful, man.
Yeah. Dice Rolling.
One thing I've said on here is, you're never going to get politics or religion from me. It's just, it's a losing battle when it comes to fighting back and forth on that stuff. So I just never talk about it.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I do have some private chats with certain people. And
there's a certain place for it. Yeah.
That I've even met here through this platform and through this venue, through Dezombified, and we do say, "Oh wow, you too? Oh, okay, cool. We have this in common. Oh, okay." You know what I mean? So, that's great, And even when it comes to somebody who doesn't believe what I believe, usually what I'll do is I'll just be graceful as much as I can anyway, and within reason, But if it's something that we can vibe together on and believe on, why not? Why not discuss it, in a more within reason. Within reason, of course.
Yeah. Same here. I discuss.
Use your better judgment.
It's not like I never talk. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten into some very deep religious discussions with people, but in different platforms, different areas and stuff like that. So
it's like this. There's a time and a place for everything. Okay, we make it no secret here that we are Christians. Okay, but we have horde members that are from every walk of life. Like we have pagans, Wiccans, atheists,
Buddhists,
you
name it.
all type of people. And you know what? We love them.
I'm a Satanist, but it's.
But you know what? Who cares?
Not really.
Who cares?
We got them too. So
we got some of those too.
There's no reason we can't be friends.
Yeah, that's true. There's no reason why can't I love you?
Why? Because society says that?
Yeah, man. There's no reason for there to be a civil war with every community.
I got my own mind. I make my own decisions. Society.
That's right.
Not you.
Exactly. Screw society.
Exactly. It's
yes.
all
By the way,
community.
did you see that movie?
Not society, community, man.
Exactly. Yes. F society. I prefer the community. Community is where it's at. And by the way, have you seen that movie, Society?
Oh, jeez.
From the 80s.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It's been a while.
That was gross.
Yeah. We got a roll call. Hold on.
Oh.
Shark Bite 15 is in his house. What is up? Shark Bite 15, thank you for dropping in. Unfortunately, honey, Dice Rolling cannot. She is moving furniture, so she's not going to be able to call. I'm so sorry, Dino baby, that we weren't able to get someone on here. It's okay because
sometimes they're shy.
It's still a new community we're building here. So there's, we got to work out some of the kinks with some of the Shire folks, but we'll get them out their shell.
Yeah,
eventually, you'll see.
Oh, yeah. No biggie, man.
We will. But listen, we loved having you on, brother. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste to you. We're going to make sure to have you on back in the future. And don't be a stranger, friend, because you know what? We can still hang out some other time. maybe at your channel we could do a little quick phone call and say hi to you.
That'd be cool.
Say hi to your partner or whatever one
I'd
day.
love to prank call
Talk about a movie, do a prank call. I don't care. We can order pizza.
I'm down for that.
We can order
I'm
pizza
down
and
for that.
buffalo wings. I don't care. Do a couple of shots of tequila, whatever you want to do.
We'll do something, you guys. I guarantee that. So,
That's
No,
awesome.
thank you for having me again, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother.
And thanks everybody in the chat. Yeah.
Awesome. Hopefully you'll see a couple of more subscribers added to your list. But this
thank
is
you
not
very
that kind
much.
of channel. This is not that kind of channel, though. Disclaimers.
Yes, disclaimer. We're not that channel. Look at our banner. No, we have to say that because we've been confused sometimes with that type of channel. There's been people who have come into the chat and thought that, they were going to come up in here and boost their numbers, and that's just not what we do. It happens organically. Like, when we bring a guest on, if they're interested, the Z Horde is gonna support. That's what we try to keep it.
I'm here just to talk to you guys and have
Yeah.
some fun and
And the cool thing is, when I say that, I mean they go in our chat and they start talking about the videos they're working on and what they're gonna do. I'm like, yo, dude, you're on our channel. You're not supposed to be promoting yourself here. We promote each other unless we ask, which is different. That's why a lot of times you see when we see somebody new in the chat, after we've seen them for a couple of times, we'll go and ask them for permission first to see their channel.
Yeah, and we didn't see his. We didn't see his yet.
We should see his.
Before you go, can we see your channel?
who are you talking to? Me?
You. Yes.
You. Can we see your channel right quick before
Can-
we leave?
Yeah, can we put it on screen?
Yeah.
Oh, certainly you can. Yeah.
Yes.
Of
Oh,
course.
could you give us a quick hello in the chat so that I could just right click on that? And baby, you have a roll call.
Quipster Puck is in his house.
Woo woo.
Welcome, Quipster Puck. Just imagine a whole bunch of heart emojis, like GIFs popping. Little animations. Just imagine. Just popping.
Like Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in.
Facebook.
Horror Hive is also in his house. Thank you, Horror Hive.
Horror Hive.
Welcome.
A lot of
Horror
names I've
Hive.
never heard before.
Yeah, we've never heard Horror
Just
Hive
like
either, but welcome.
Horror Hive is a guest next week. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's
just
you.
some
No, I'm
guys.
sorry, because he has, you know what it is? He has his people that he brings in,
What is that?
and I don't know. And I have my people that I
Buddy, that's
bring
his
in.
page. That's his page.
Oh, okay,
That's
wait a
his
minute. What the heck
Hurry up.
is that?
Use that.
Holy
We don't want no
crap.
copyright infringements.
That is so funny.
Use it.
I have literally never seen something that funny in my life.
But
Hold
that-
on.
Are you not subbed? Did you get the intro?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I still get it no matter what. Like, I can,
No, you
I don't know
gotta-
why. I get that for everybody.
But that's cool. You just don't worry about it. Everything is good now, bro.
No, yeah. Every
That's Danny
time.
Devil.
Yeah, every time for like everybody, I don't know why, even if I'm sub to them, I always get that their trailer. Like if I'm a newcomer, I'm like, why the heck is YouTube doing this to me? And every single time I go on somebody's channel, it's always that page, the homepage. I never get like, even if I mute it or something that has like that delayed reaction where it's still unmuted. Hold on a second.
YouTube
here it
messed
goes.
up, man.
There it goes.
Scolder 22, not Scolder 23 or 24. Scolder 22 is in his house.
Scolder.
His house.
What's up?
Welcome, Scolder.
What, my friend?
Everybody, please hit like, please, because we cannot read minds, so we don't know if you like it or not. But if you hit that like button, we'll know. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Hey,
Danny
look,
Devil pop up first, yeah.
I love him. Oh my god, that is so funny. That is
I gotta do more with
hilarious.
Danny.
Oh my god. I just love it. That's it. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's so awesome.
Okay, so as you can see, the people in the chat, if you don't know, we're talking to the Late Late Horror Show. We have Dino on with us, and this is his page on YouTube, guys.
Wow. That looks so interesting. Like, I want to come back and keep seeing this over and over again. Look at
He's done a couple karaoke nights, so, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just saying. Nothing to do with the horror movie, just, you know, a little devil puppet doing some karaoke.
Go to where it says videos, my dear, because I want to see.
Okay, I will.
I want to see what kind of. I want the people to see, because I was here earlier,
look at
but
that.
I want them to see some of his thumbnails. Who works on the thumbnails, Dino? You by yourself, together with your partner, someone else?
No, I do everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Scroll down so they can see some more, honey. All right.
Look at those pops of color.
I love that
like the
movie,
pops
Night of the
color.
Comet. That was awesome.
Yes, one of the best ever of all time. Love it. That's dope.
Brain damage.
Oh, and yeah, another good one, man. Brain damage. Watch it.
Oh yeah, we gotta come to your channel and look at the thumbnails.
Banana
And-
splits.
What's banana splits? What's that?
I think
Oh,
banana splits.
Five Nights at Freddy kind of thing, but it came out in the
okay,
late
gotcha,
60s, early
gotcha.
70s.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna want to see that.
Did you see the new Child's Play, and what did you think of it? Okay, that says it all. That says it all right there.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled. It was okay. You get that from me. It was okay.
Well, there's a new John Wick coming out. I just saw it, pass by.
No, it came out already.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah,
I wanna see it.
Parabellum.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see it.
Of course.
And oh, by the way, have you seen the new Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't even want to see it. To
I was
tell you the
expecting
truth.
I was expecting that. Like,
It was kind of blah. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't have messed with Pet Cemetery, but whatever.
What's Castle
People will
Freak?
go. Wait, go ahead.
Castle Freak.
What
I'm
is
sorry, I'm
that?
looking at some of these interesting thumbnails here.
That's the full moon, a full moon movie, and that I have a toy of the Castle Freak on the table. So yeah.
Oh.
Wow, you got a lot of Okay.
Look, if you scroll all the way back, there's like 2, 3, 4 years worth of stuff here.
Yeah, I'm not but
You don't need to go way back because they
your
get pretty,
thumbnails are dope.
Let's go to the about. I like to head to the about section to read what what people put. We are the Late Late Horror Show. We do full movie commentary shows with some good facts and a bit of comedy thrown in.
Gotcha.
Cool, very concise and to the point.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, no, that's
Yeah,
great.
I-
Like I'm
Are you monetizing yourself here on YouTube? Do you get commercials during your stuff?
Yeah, I usually I let the first day go without monetizing anything, just for the people that just swoop in, and then after that I give it a day and then I'll monetize it, and so yeah, eventually they all do get monetized. So every couple months I'll get something from Google, so it helps out a little bit.
Cool. Do you have your websites? Like, what else you got?
Oh my God, you guys might not be able to hear, but hold on. I am going to have to. My family's getting a hold of me,
okay.
so
Peace
I'm
out,
going to have to
brother.
go.
Thank you for being
But yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for having me. But yeah, I'm all over. It's on iTunes. You can check me out there too. Twitter, all the links. They're always in my description boxes and stuff like that. So, but thank you guys so much for having me again, and I
Our
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Okay,
Thank you.
pleasure.
I'm going to
You have a
answer
good
this
one.
now. Sorry.
Take care, brother.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was awesome. That was a great interview. He's quite a character.
Often? I know, right? That was great. Give it up. Some hand clap emojis for the Late Late Horror Show. Everybody in the chat was amazing. Very interactive, you know,
Yes.
asking questions,
Absolutely.
making recommendations.
Yep.
You know, it was great, guys. That's the red carpet Z Horde welcome that, you know, each of our guests should get. That's awesome.
No, that was really cool. I think so anyway. That was funny. And I liked his, you know, the way he portrays himself. He got character, you know, he puts on the hat, has the great backdrop, you know, so oh my goodness, the Late Night Horror Show. Good night. Yep, that's right. So hey, Z Horde, how are you guys doing? Did you guys enjoy the show? Sorry if we didn't get to any of your questions. You know, it gets a little hectic.
I was asking.
No, I meant like you know, if we missed any. Sorry if we missed any is what I meant.
Okay.
Let's see here. No. But I know that Dingleberry had a question for us, honey. Dingleberry asked,
Who's tomorrow's guest? Well, I'll tell you who tomorrow's guest is, baby. Timothy Duran, a.k.a. Rainer. He be cooling out with us on Discord. He's an author, poet, computer whiz, you name it. It's Rainer, everybody.
So, Dingleberry asks, have you ever asked someone to interview and they were rude? And have you ever asked someone to interview and they were surprisingly nice? So, no comment. Not from me anyway. No comment.
Nah, everybody's been pretty cool.
Mostly, yes.
I haven't really had any issues. But it's cool though. Like, we don't want to impose on anybody to be here. If you don't want to be here, that's fine. Don't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you want to be
Totally.
here, we'll have you. Open arms.
That's right. That's right.
Now, if you get disrespectful, you're going to get booted and blocked and banned and all that. That's it. It's just that simple, man. I don't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like that. Timothy Duran says, wonderful to see you too at Horror Hive. We're going to have Horror Hive on next week as well. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. If Timothy Duran, if Timothy Duran vouches for them, we already know they're going to be good and stuff. You know a little bit more about Horror Hive than I do. They're your peeps. But
I just, you know what? I saw they had a cool thumbnail, like Avatar, on Twitter.
Which they do.
And I checked them out, and I saw they had a YouTube channel, and I was like, you know what? It's not like they get thousands, and it's not like they have thousands and thousands of subs. Maybe we could, you know, spread the word about Horror Hive. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
To the good Z Horde folk. So I was like, yo, you want to come on? What's up? I got a slot. Oh, sure, let's do it. I said, let's do it. So we're gonna do it, baby.
Yeah, that's cool.
Timothy Duran says he is one with the Hive. Oh man, that is awesome.
Oh man, we love you guys.
How you guys liking the new film in the background?
Yeah, we this is our
the
special.
New music. How you like the new music?
Yeah.
The new backgrounds.
Yeah, this is our newest
What's going on,
special background for when we have guests on. You know, the one with the open sign. Of course, we're gonna keep that. That's like our staple, you know. For a regular, where we just chilling live stream. But when we have a guest on, we're gonna be putting this on, which is gonna be often. Timmy. Oh man, that's way too funny. But hey, you guys, let's take a quick break, shall we? I need to stretch my legs, and I want to drink some water too. So let's take a quick break. You guys will put that little be right back scene, and then we will be right back.
We got a Teespring shop. We got a tank top and we got some mugs. And your mugs, man, they come in handy. I mean, if you're in a pinch, man, and you're in a car and you're on a long road trip, I hate to say it, and you need to use the bathroom, but the driver ain't trying to stop. I'll tell you something, that mug will come in handy if you know what I mean, wink, wink. It could save your life in a pinch. You could also freaking eat out of it, drink out of it, not only coffee, but water, seltzer water, freaking boba, if you like boba. You can eat pudding out of there. You could
fight off a mugger with it.
You could fight off a mugger with a mug, baby.
Disclaimer, we do not condone the use of violence.
Oh no, never. But there's so many things you could do with a mug. You could take an alien out of a jar and put it inside of a mug while you clean the jar to put the alien back. You could put freaking Skittles, Twizzlers, you could put pencils, markers, you could put Band-Aids, sticky notes, quarters, dimes, nickels. You could put anything in a freaking mug, yo. They come in handy for real, so you know what to do. Hit that link if you need a mug. Ha, we're back, baby. Oh, it's so good to be back with you guys. This guy is freaking me out over here. This dude right here is freaking me out. That guy right there. Boop, boop. Touching your nose. Boop, touch it. Something like that. So, Quipster Puck says, I work with Horror Hive as a special guest whenever I'm able. That's cool. Let's see. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, Lewis, we got your poem. Do you want us to say it on here now, or what you want? Let us know in the chat.
Or do you want us to dezombify it and do to it something like what we did with Bansheba's poem and Jose's poem? Let us know.
Well, Dingleberry says we're going heavy on horror narrators. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind reaching out to somebody like, PewDiePie. It would be great to have PewDiePie on here, or someone else like Ross. Is it Ross Draws? I think it's Ross Draws.
I don't know who that is.
This is a guy, he likes to draw on digital art. He's really good. So yeah, I mean, we had Cab 7. He ain't horror, so we had who else was?
But we always make them say something paranormal.
Of course,
and
because
horror.
that's what we about.
Yeah.
That's what we about, right, baby? Scary stories and good times.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you.
She squashed everybody.
No, I'm actually paying attention to the chat and trying to answer some people back. Since I saw you talking, I decided to just do that,
But I think we're about to head over. If you don't have anything else you want to share with these lovely people, I think we're about to head over to the Discord.
Well, we do have a couple of news stories that we'd like to share. I'd like to share anyway.
Okay, so do it,
if you
baby.
guys want it. In the meantime, what we're going to do is
news.
we're going to give you the opportunity to call us. Okay, we're going to give you the opportunity to call us right after the little news stuff here that we got right here. Hold on, I think, yeah, that's the one, and no, that's funny, but yeah, that's the one. Okie dokie, let's see here. Where is the aha? Here's the browser.
The browser.
Here you go. So a driver tried to avoid getting a ticket by using a red sports drink as a taillight. Apparently he was getting his stuff fixed that specific day.
Or-
The cops.
Or he could have been juiced up.
Oh, God. He's stupid.
He's juiced up, baby. He's
Colorado
juiced up.
police say that a driver tried to replace a broken taillight with a red sports drink. Okay. This was in Denver. Okay, that's hilarious. There was a red colored bottled drink where his car rear light should have been. Authorities say the driver was on his way to get the light fixed when officers stopped him in Longmont. I guess that's a place in north of Denver. Okay. They say, while we appreciate the ingenuity of this taillight, this is not a permanent solution. They let him go without a ticket, though. So
I know, that's pretty cool.
that was pretty cool. And look at that picture. That's really fun.
Yeah, that's ingenuity, all right. Yo, there's something about cars, cool cars. Can we see that slideshow at the bottom? The bottom of the page, there's a slideshow about wacky car designs.
What?
A car that looks like a shoe, baby. These shoes are made for driving. And that's what they'll do. These shoes are made for driving.
And that's what they will do. One of these days, these shoes are gonna run all over you. Yeah.
There's only one of two, so there's only one more. It's only two. That's
And
right. Or
of
seven.
course.
It says 7. Hold on. This was
Well,
doing
here,
it.
let's do this.
It was doing it.
Why don't we put it as a... Okay, I guess not.
It was doing it, baby.
Let's see what happens here.
Oh,
Ooh.
Purse. That's something.
Hell no, that is mad funny. And it has a key and and that's a car for real now. Come on.
It's a car design. Not an actual car, but a design for a car.
Yeah, but like there has to be a way that it moves. Like
Yeah.
even if it's just
Well, you can see it's lifted off the ground because there's wheels under there.
I mean, it would be good for a parade, I
And
think.
you see the exhaust.
The
is coming
makeup
out.
parade. Yeah, they should do like a makeup parade. Have the car, the shoes with the purse. Lipstick, you see what I mean?
A
There you go. I'm
lipstick
psychic.
car.
That's it.
That is hot.
You gotta be like, what? Like Tonka has to make those. Man, who fits in there? Because even that skinny lady that's in it doesn't fit in there. It's like, who would fit in there?
A kid.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Oh,
Oh my God, a compact disc? Okay, this is a makeup parade or something. And these are the floats.
Oh my. Oh my. Props though for coming up
Oh, goodness
with that. Yo,
gracious.
that reminds me, man. Yo, there's a show right now on Amazon Prime that we're watching. It's called The Boys.
Oh.
Is anybody watching this show? Let us know in the chat. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Boys. And yo, there was this part, I don't know if I should spoil it, but all I say, it involves a baby with laser vision, good guys trying to get away from bad guys that have guns, and well, you put the rest together. It was crazy. So y'all need to check that out if you haven't. It's called The Boys.
Hey, baby, why don't you take this one?
I bet. Mysterious object spotted lurking in background of ISS before NASA cuts live feed. NASA cameras captured a UFO hovering near the International Space Station before the live feed was mysteriously cut. Scroll down, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry
That's
about
okay.
that. Give me
Looking
a
at the
second.
chat.
Let me just shut off the speakers real quick so that to see if get rid of the echo, being that we don't have a guest anymore anyway.
Yeah, that's right. So for years, eagle-eyed viewers of NASA's live stream have spotted a series of strange objects lurking above Earth near the International Space Station. While experts often dismissed them as space junk, the conspiracy flames are often fueled further when the live feeds seem to cut almost immediately after the objects appear, leading to bizarre claims NASA is covering up alien life, footage of a mysterious object lurking in the background of the International Space Station has now emerged to reignite the conspiracy. The video shows what appears to be a craft with two legs coming off it, hovering near the station. Let's watch it. Press play on that.
Let's do that.
Let's see what it looks like. For people watching on phones, you should make it a big screen.
Okay, let's
For people watching on cell phones. Okay, what's happening? Okay, so the feed cut out. And now it's back on. What are we looking at here? Where is it? Do you see it?
I don't see anything.
I'm gonna have to look at that again.
I mean,
Wait, what? Oh,
maybe
what
that?
is that? I think it's that thing
Maybe
right
it's
there.
that. And
That could-
something else here looks like.
One of those two things gotta be
But
it.
it said two things, didn't it? A couple.
So that gotta be them. That's it. It's them things.
Them who though?
But you know what? Definitely gotta check that out later. Oh man. Yep, it is. That's the thingamabob. It's
What
the
even
spaceship.
is that?
Who knows? It could be a spaceship. It could be anything really.
That's really cool.
Piece of some satellite. Who
Some
knows?
Video there. Okay, so that's cool though. This here, however, this was back in 2016. Let's see if we can see that and see what that is. Captured by NASA in, let me see here, 2016. Look at that. That looks interesting.
Those are still images.
Looks like.
Well,
What the hell?
I
It was
don't
like a
wanna s-
fleet. Okay, it's like a fleet, and it was allegedly covered up. But come on.
Yo, but I'm saying, how come there couldn't be video footage? You took pictures. Just take the video.
I don't know, honey. It could have been for many reasons. Maybe they were trying to hide. You know. I mean, Bathsheba says, "Pigs in space."
Pigs in space.
That's kind of funny though.
All right. I mean, cool. I'm looking at photos with lights.
Yes, right.
That's cool.
All right, let's
What's
see
the
here.
next? The next thing?
Let's see. I think that's it. Yep. Oh yeah, tell everybody about that.
Yeah, so we're from the year 2550. We're on a
God.
mission to bring back peace and love. So if you see anybody in that picture, you might recognize. So Horace
Clown.
Hive loves the Muppets. Anyone
Ah.
catch that reference? Red tip, LOL. I'm outside begging my pups to just go potty so we can go sleepy sleep, says Timey. My invasion was captured on film. Space Oddity, Kayla
Whoop,
is in the
whoop.
his house, his house,
Hey.
his house.
Hi,
How you
Kayla.
feeling, love? I hope you're feeling better, and I hope Dustin.
Well, Dustin too.
I
was
haven't
sick
seen him,
recently.
so I think that's why I'm wondering where Dustin Fleming's at.
Mhm.
But I hope your brother Dennis is doing better.
Yes. Every day, one day at a time. You know, put one foot in front of the other, so to speak. That's how they say. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Alrighty then. So hey, you guys. Really quickie, if you guys want to call, that would be cool because we're about to go off very soon. The number is 978-716-5389.
Yeah, we're going off at midnight, baby.
Yep, and that's just in a few. That's it. Yeah, time flew, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It did fly, you know, because Dino was a cool guest, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that conversation. Dennis is hanging in there. All right.
Yay.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Good for you. That's great.
Thank goodness. Hope he gets even better and better as the days progress.
Absolutely.
The number is 978-716-5389. If you wish to call in and say hi or Tell us how your day was. You know, whatever it is, we here.
Oh my goodness. You guys are great and funny too. Let's see here what the Spaz Man say. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spaz Man. That's right. The lines are open. And if you guys want to get over your shyness, you can, just hop on that phone, say hello real quick, and let us know. Did you enjoy the show? Did you like the guests? What do you think about those wacky news stories we put up there? I gotta say, my most favorite one. I have two favorites. Okay.
I know mine.
Which
mine
one
is
it?
the freaking bear taking the dumpster. If that was yours, then get out my head.
No, you get out my head.
Get out my head.
No, you get out my head.
I got Mysterios in my mind instead of monsters in my mind. Mysterios in my mind.
Yes, your mind is mysterious.
Wait, that's
true.
even scarier than the monsters, man.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, Lewis Witt. Who wants to hear the poem, baby? I guess Lewis Witt wants me to say the poem now.
You want us to say it, or do you want to come on and you say it? You can call us and say it. What do you think?
Yeah, you
Let us
come
know,
on,
Lewis.
Lewis. Let's do it, baby.
That'll be great. Oh my God.
978.
Awesome.
Yeah, it would be in his voice.
Oh
I
yes.
tell you what.
That would be awesome. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, where was it? Google or Yahoo?
I think it was Google.
Okay, well then let's find out. I'm gonna be looking over here. You can keep talking to the fellas and see, As a matter of fact, you know what?
The phone number is 978-264-9382.
I'm gonna look over here.
264-9832. That's the phone number, guys. 914-274
No.
9174.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Baby, I could tell them the number. I could tell them right now the number is 2222222. They ain't paying attention.
Because they want to go to the after party.
They ain't trying to call. I could tell them the number is 66666666666.
Ain't nobody gonna want to call that number. You gotta be crazy.
The phone number is 1213-2456-7008. Make sure you give that number a call. People want to hear the poem, so call us, Lewis. Do you want us to say it? We're asking. We're asking, my friend. Do we say it, or do you want to say it? Let us know. Let
That'll
us
be
know.
interesting.
Let us know.
Oh man. I'm trying to look here to see if I can find Lewis's poem. I don't see it on Google.
Yeah, it's there. It's there
Gmail
somewhere.
meaning. I don't see it on Gmail. So I'm gonna go look at the Yahoo.
Check the Yahoo. Come on, Louie, baby. Do you want us to say it? Do you want to say it?
Yes.
Give us a green heart if you want to do it, so we can know you're calling. The number is 10,084,065,425 divided by 18. Make sure you give that number a call. The square root of pi is the phone number.
That is so funny.
Come on, guys.
Alrighty. The phone lines are gonna close in 1 minute.
1 minute.
So, yeah, the phone lines will be closing in 1 minute.
1 minute countdown.
Yep.
59, 58, 57. Come on, people.
I found the poem. Oh, this is sweet. I like it. Okay. All right, so I found Lewis's poem. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the poem.
Wait, we need to see who he wants to read it, though.
Oh, that's
It's not
true.
about what you want. Louie, baby. Do you want Mysterio, the blue pill, or do you want the red pill, which is Kenny Dreadful, baby?
Why
Because
gotta
I'm
be the
hot,
blue
hot, hot fire.
Well, just say pink.
Muy caliente.
I don't want to be the blue pill. You could say pink.
Fine, you could be the polka dot
Purple.
pill. Polka dot.
Okay, fine. I'll be the polka dot pill.
You could take the polka dot pill, baby. Or
Yeah,
the paisley.
I'll take
Or
whatever
the
color
you know
you
what?
give me.
Plaid. The plaid pill. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which one you want to do? Y'all read it, LOL. Okay, but which one, baby?
I got it right here.
I know you got it, but if he wants me to read it, then I'll read the hell out
I'm
of
trying
it.
to turn the laptop around so that you can read
But
it.
I don't know
Darby.
who he wants to read it. He wants Yahoo to read it. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Yahoo. I am Yahoo. I read poetry.
Here, baby, you read it, okay?
No. We gotta see
Yes,
who.
yes, yes,
no. No, we gotta see who he wants.
Oh my God. You be the big baby.
Van Sheila's trying to call, but she can't get no connection.
Okay,
but
try it again.
Let me read it, but put it here. I'm not turning that way. Put it up here.
Put what up where?
The poem.
Oh, you want me to put it up there?
Well, yeah, I'm not turning that way.
Okay.
The plaid pill, says Josie. Yeah, baby, that's me.
Okay, so now you got
Dopey Bear can't get through.
Aw.
All right, let's read this poem, baby. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
let
do
me
it for
find
Louis.
it. Hold on.
For Louis, baby, a.k.a. Hank Hill. Let's do it for Hank. Let's do this. Let's read it. Come on.
Let's see here. Well, I just I think that the reason they weren't calling is because they weren't getting through. I just refreshed the page, so I'm gonna let it stay there a little longer.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's see here. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to get it. Over here. Let's see here. Comments. Oh, okay. They want comments. Yes, Josie Kitty, send it on. Or you can read it, or anybody else you want to read it. Okay. That is true. Let's see here.
You know
Trying
what?
to look
Go
at
ahead,
two
baby.
screens.
You know what? I want you to read it.
Really?
Yeah, because I write my
Well.
own poetry. And I still got that poem I've been sitting on for like a month.
Yes. You got to do what you got to do, baby, with that.
You know? Like you say, I'm the Puerto Rican Prince of Poetry.
That's right.
So, you read it, baby.
Okay. So, Louis, wait, I'm going to read your poem right now. This soul, he with a twisted mind, can see souls, can see mine. If he can see my soul, then I pity the poor fellow. For if he can see my soul, the devil in me will say hello. He will then say, "Go down, down, you foolish clown. Go down to my hounds, gagged and bound, and you will never fear this soul you found."
Nope. Say that last line again, baby.
And you will never fear this soul you found.
Honey, there's no never in there.
Oh my God, I got dyslexia.
Yeah, that's right.
And you will fear this soul you found.
Now let me try giving that a spin.
Yeah, go, you do it.
This soul, he with a twisted mind, can see souls, can see mine. If he can see my soul, then I pity the poor fellow. For if he can see my soul, the devil in me will say hello. He will then say, "Go down, down, you foolish clown. Go down to my hounds, gagged and bound, and you will fear this soul you found." So there you go, baby boy. Louis Witt, give it up. Give it up for Louis Witt. What a beautiful poem, baby.
Louis Witt, sorry that I butchered your poem. I am too squanched.
Squanchies in the his house, his house, his house.
You know who else is in the his house? Honey?
Oh my. It's just a scary side of me. Scary Side is in the his house, his house, his house. What is up, Scary Side? Let's see what's going on. Creepy Clown Girl, everybody. Creepy Clown Girl. She's in the his house, his house, his house. What is going on,
baby?
baby?
Forever in the his house. I love her.
She stays in the his house, his house,
She's
his house.
awesome.
Because she's the queen.
Yeah,
and the queen has to stay in the castle to guard over the vast
she has to rule.
Yes, the
She
land.
has to rule the nation.
Rule the nation of the horde.
Z-Horde.
Z-Horde, baby.
That's right, baby. Z-Horde Nation. Woo woo.
So Scary Side said, we just announced the winner of our Scary Side contest on Twitter. It was Killface. But we thank all of you for your support. Anyway, hi everyone. LOL. Hello to you, Scary Side.
Hello.
Let us know if you enjoyed that poem that I just read that was from our boy Lewis Witt. Josie Kitty says, nice poem, Hank. I agree.
It was dark. I loved it.
Yeah, it was.
But I'm so squanched, I messed it up.
It's okay, baby. It happens.
I kept saying never. Like, where did I see that word? It was in my brain.
Know. It was somewhere in your brain stem.
It was going crazy up in there. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We are now closing the phone lines. Sorry, guys. Maybe next time it'll work. Sometimes it acts, kind of crazy. Yep, I see your missed call, by the way, Bathsheba. Sorry about that. Oh, what was that?
Somebody just tried to call my damn house.
Again. Yeah, that was weird. Yep. Somebody.
I don't know why these young kids, they call my house, and when they call my house, they don't say anything. And I'll be like, say something, damn little kids. Leave me alone already. I ain't got time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I gotta deal with my cankles, and I gotta deal with my bunions. I'm soaking my feet over here, and they keep calling my damn house.
Oh no. That's messed up, Mr. Cranky. What do we do?
Excuse me, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do in a hot minute when I grab that skillet, and I'm gonna go over to their house, and I'm gonna tan their hide. That's what I'm gonna do. Keep calling my damn house. I just don't like it.
What you should do is try and talk. Yo, you know what we should do?
I served in the military for 12 years now. Oh yeah, I was heavily decorated. Purple heart. I had the green heart. It was one like eggplant, magenta. I had that heart. It was a kiwi colored one. I deserve more respect than that now.
Baby, let's try and tell a story with the background real quick before we get off.
Oh my God, what is that coming off the ground, Miss Stereo?
Oh my God, it's the living dead.
Oh no, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Oh my God.
Yo, let's
thank
go,
God,
baby.
it's the slow ones.
Don't leave the blunt wraps behind. Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
No, man. Get the Xbox, man. Protect the Xbox. Oh my goodness, we could use it.
Ronnie,
hit him over the head with it or something.
Oh my God, that's Ronnie. What happened to you, Ronnie? Who did it?
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my God. He didn't see us. He's walking away.
Not the Yadas.
He's
walking in that mud with the Yadas on.
Not the Yadas.
Yo, we got Queenie. Eeny, meeny, Queenie Todd. Into his house.
Welcome, Queenie. We're about to leave soon because we've been on for 3 hours. But you know what? You could join us in the after party on Discord. Please, one of the mods drop that link.
I think one of them kids that be calling my house. I think it's Queenie Todd. I think I heard somebody say that name in the background. Actually, Queenie Todd, stop calling my damn house already. Damn it, Queen.
They just breathe on the phone like this.
And I know it's Queenie. She's always falling asleep during the live streams. And I know it's her. I see her. I see her in them podcasts.
She's
I know it.
That's awesome.
I told her she needs to drink some of that Red Bull. And she don't be listening.
That's okay, Queenie, because you can replay.
One night before my sweet Isabel, before she passed away one night, we had a couple of Red Bulls like them young kids do. And we went into the bedroom, see. Oh man, we was going for a long time, like maybe 8 minutes, man, of those Red Bulls. And then the next day, poor Isabel passed away. She had too many of them Red Bulls.
Oh my
So they gave her wings, you see, and she just flew off into the heavens. I'm coming, Isabel. I'm coming.
Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, you know what? It's that time again. Yep, it is that time again when we're gonna bid you guys adieu.
Buenas
And we're gonna
noches,
thank
que
you.
duermas bien, todos mis amigos y mis amigas.
You see how he be switching characters
Y
on
por
me?
favor, regreses mañana. Vamos a tener Timothy Duran tomorrow. He's gonna be in his house. But don't forget to come back tomorrow.
Oh my goodness gracious. There he goes. He just switched, flipped the switch on me is what he just did. But hey, you guys, I want to thank you for being here today. Those who don't know, go into the Discord. Join our Discord. It's going to be an awesome after party because there, barely nothing is forgiven. It's forbidden. Sorry. Barely.
Nothing is forgiven.
Forbidden.
But all is forbidden.
No, the other way around.
Oh no, nothing's forbidden.
Well, all
and
is
everything
forgiven.
is forgiven.
Yes.
Wait, nah. Wait, what?
Almost. We almost got it. We tried to be cool and then we failed.
Wait.
All right. Well,
Speak for yourself, baby.
shut up. I'm going to go eat some peanut butter and jelly. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to tell you guys I love you. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, sharing is caring. And follow us on all our social media. Join our Discord. Come to the after party.
Don't forget to like, baby.
We will be in the after party shortly. First, we're going to stretch our legs, get our bearings, eat some peanut butter and jelly. It's our favorite snack these days. And then we will see you later. Thank you for being here once again. And guess what, Dezombified friends? As always, watch your six.